Su couldn't believe it. Not only him, but also Wang Xing on the side couldn't believe it. Learning runes is difficult, getting started is difficult, and it takes a lot of time to master each rune. If you can get started and master 3 or 5 runes in 20 years, you will be considered a genius. Lin Moyu actually said that he had mastered all the basic runes. He even mastered dozens of advanced runes. This is not considered a genius, this is considered a monster of the monster group. Naturally no one would believe what Lin Moyu said. I'm not ashamed to say that I want to master all the basic runes after 20 years of self-study. No matter how talented a person is, it is impossible for him to do it. A young god said in a low voice, it took me more than 800 years to barely master the basic runes of the whole institute. Little guy, you have to be decent when you talk big. 800 years is pretty fast, I've been using it for thousands of years. Thousands of years are normal. No matter how talented you are, you can't master all the basic runes in 20 years. No one believed it, and they subconsciously ignored Lin Moyu's words. Lin Moyu's original words were that he had mastered all basic runes, plus dozens of advanced runes. They only remembered the basic runes and completely ignored the advanced runes. Advanced runes are more difficult to control, and it would be great to be able to master 1 or 2 in 20 years. Wang Xing didn't believe it at first, but he thought that Lin Moyu had used the suppressing character before. At that time, Lin Moyu came up with the town characters easily, and the whole process was full of beauty. Is there really such a genius in the world? 20 years of self-study can reach this level. Perhaps there is, this kind of resonance has gone beyond the legend. Compared with him, I am far behind. Wang Xing sighed softly. He wanted to say something to Lin Moyu because he was at a certain time. He wants to prove it for Lin Moyu. Su said, child, although you are very talented, the runes. Without giving him a chance to finish, Lin Moyu randomly drew one rune after another. His movements were graceful and easy, without any pause. All the drawings are basic runes, which is not difficult for Lin Moyu. The only difficulty is that Lin Moyu has to control the power and the intensity of the runes. If he draws the talisman with all his strength, a fireball talisman may turn into a rain of fire. A freezing talisman might be able to freeze the entire Jinhui city into ice. Runes flew into the sky one by one and exploded, and all kinds of traps burst out. Each spell represents a law, but most of them don't have much attack power, they just look good. Hundreds of runes were drawn almost in the blink of an eye, creating a wonderful rune show in front of everyone. Lin Moyu used hundreds of runes to prove that he was not lying. After drawing the basic runes, he started drawing the advanced runes. This is a giant peak talisman, and this rune also represents a spell. Compared to basic runes, I don't know how much more difficult it is. But Lin Moyu still painted very quickly, and his movements were equally smooth and graceful, which was pleasing to the eye. Everyone kept their mouths shut, and they were enjoying Lin Moyu's performance with their hearts. As for the disbelief and ridicule just now, I don't know where they were thrown. They swore that they had never seen such a wonderful drawing process. The high-level runes and giant peak runes were drawn in just a few seconds. The runes flew into the sky, drawing everyone's attention to the sky. Then the runes exploded, and the whole star shook in an instant. A huge mountain peak appeared in the starry sky, falling towards the stars. The mountain peak is extremely huge. If it hits the stars, it will definitely be a huge disaster. The entire star will be destroyed. The cultivators may be fine, but all ordinary people will surely die. Su Shan's expression changed drastically, and he almost instinctively wanted to mobilize the people. At this time another rune flew out, and this rune turned into a big hand, smashing the giant peak into pieces. The giant peak and the big hand were annihilated at the same time, turned into 2 runes, and exploded at the same time. Su Shan looked at Lin Moyu blankly, in disbelief. Lin Moyu glanced at everyone. Those who were ridiculing Lin Moyu just now for overestimating their abilities and talking big words are now so ashamed that they can't hold their heads up at all. Compared with Lin Moyu, I have really lived like a dog in these years. No, maybe some dogs are smarter than me. Lin Moyu's pleasing method of drawing symbols is something they never dare to dream of. Among all people, only King Xing is the happiest. The better Lin Moyu performs, the more rewards he will receive as a recommender. Looking around, Lin Moyu said calmly, "Can I join the Talisman Masters Association?" Su Shan finally reacted and said repeatedly, "Of course, of course." As an elder of the Talisman Master Association branch and a powerful person in the divine realm, he has never lost his composure like he is now. But while losing his composure, he was also a little excited. The young man in front of me is a real genius. He is much better than the top geniuses in the association. Su Shan took out a jade plaque and handed it to Lin Moyu. "This is the membership badge. You can use it to register on the Human Emperor network." Lin Moyu hummed, took the jade token and activated it directly. The membership card is actually a certificate, and only the membership card has the qualification to join. He heard the reminder from the Human Emperor network. "Su Shan invites you to join the Talisman Master Association, do you agree? If you choose to agree, your name, realm and other basic information will be entered into the Master Association simultaneously. If you choose to agree, please supplement the information." Along with the reminder, there is something similar to a registration form. It contains some basic information of Lin Moyu, most of which are synchronized from Renhuang network. There is only one refer, which needs to be filled in by Lin Moyu. Of course, he can also choose not to fill it out, in which case Wang Xing will not get any benefits. After filling in the information of Galaxy number 12301, Jinhui City Branch, and Level 3 Talisman Master Wang Xing in the recommender column, Lin Moyu chose to agree. At the same time, Su Shan also received a reminder from Renhuang network. Lin Moyu joined the Talisman Master Association and was recommended as the third-class Talisman Master Wang Xing. Su Shan said with joy, "Master Lin, congratulations on joining the Talisman Master Association." At the same time, he felt that the name Lin Moyu seemed familiar, as if he had heard it somewhere. Suddenly, an exclamation came from my ears, "Are you Lin Moyu? Are you the Lin Moyu who came first in the 4-star competition? Lin Moyu who opened the Venomous Beak secret realm some time ago?" Exclamations continued, and Su Shan finally realized who Lin Moyu was. Isn't it him who has the biggest reputation during this period? People like me who study runes all day long and don't hear anything outside the window have heard of Lin Moyu's name. You can imagine how famous Lin Moyu has become. In recent decades, Lin Moyu is the only person who has opened up the secret realm, so it is strange that he is not well known. Su Shan asked, "Lin Shifu, are you the Lin Moyu?" Lin Moyu nodded. "Well, Elder Su, I would like to ask how to improve the level of Talisman Master." Su Shan immediately replied, "To improve a Talisman Master's rank, 2 conditions need to be met. First, being able to draw the corresponding runes. With Lin Fufu Master's ability, it is enough to raise the Master's level to the 4th level. The second is the need for corresponding meritorious deeds in the Divine City." Su Shan then explained the requirements in detail. To be promoted to the 3rd level Talisman Master, you only need to give 100 basic runes. The 4-well Talisman Master needs to draw high-level runes at the beginning. The quantity requirement is not high, just 1. The 5th level requires 10 high-level runes, and the 6th level requires 100. After meeting the conditions for drawing runes, a magical achievement is also required. The merits of the Divine City are the gold standard set by the Human Emperor network. They play a very important role in the Divine City. The Talisman Masters Association also recognizes the merits of the Divine City. If Lin Moyu wants to be promoted to the 5th level Talisman Master, he needs at least 1,000 points of Divine City merit, master 10 high-level runes, and reach 1,000 points of Divine City merit. This is the requirement to become a 5th level Talisman Master. Su Shan said, "Master Lin has now joined the Talisman Master Association. If you want to advance, you only need to enter the Human Emperor network to participate in the verification. In the Human Emperor Network, we Talisman Masters will have our own place, and you can throw it away at any time. If you want to check out any information, you can go there. Except for a few unique copies, most of the information is included. With Master Lin's abilities, becoming a 5th level Talisman Master is not a problem. Lin Moyu nodded, I'm still a little short of success. In order to purchase the Formation of Faith, most of the God City merit points were used, and now there are only 355 points left. However, as long as the Talisman Master had the merits of the Divine City in the past, it does not require that he still has it now. It doesn't matter if you don't have the merits of the Divine City on hand, as long as you have achieved it before. This is the same as the level increase of the Divine City and the increase of points authority. The amount of meritorious deeds in the Divine City can basically explain how much contribution you have made to the Divine City. Clearing the secret realm is equivalent to making a contribution to the Divine City, and you can achieve divine success. Excluding the spent ones, Lin Moyu received a total of 860 points of Divine City merit. Calculating this, he only needs to obtain another 140 points of Divine City merit. For others, it is not easy to get 140 points of Divine City merit. A mission can range from 10 points to 20 to 30 points. You must complete at least a few tasks to earn 140 points of Divine City merit. But what if I could clear another secret realm? Lin Moyu had an idea. Elder Su, the closest place to here is the Golden Brilliance secret realm. Su Shan said, there are 2 secret realms near our 12,301 galaxy. One of the secret realms is too dangerous and requires the realm of gods to be eligible to enter. Another relatively safe one is the Golden Brilliance secret realm. You can enter it as long as you are in the God King realm. It's safe, but people will still die inside. If Master Lin goes there, you still have to be careful and prepare the escape talisman first. Su Shan warned from the bottom of his heart. Without further ado, Lin Moyu was thinking about the talisman blade and immediately contacted the Human Emperor Network and opened the task list. More than a dozen tasks are revealed in front of you. Most of the tasks are point-based tasks, which are very simple and relatively safe. One of them is to go to Ancient Battlefield number 301 and hunt an evil spirit. This task rewards 5,000 points. For a true god, this task is a little difficult, but it can be completed if you work hard. There are also some tasks to go to the Resource Star to find some specific materials. These tasks are very safe, but the rewards are very small, usually around 1,000 points. There are 2 missions that can obtain the merit of the Divine City, both of which are secret missions. One of the Feishua secret realm missions is grayed out and cannot be selected or viewed. The reason is that Lin Moyu is not mature enough. The minimum requirement for the Feishua secret realm mission is the little god, but it is not recommended. It is recommended to perform it after reaching the divine realm, which means that if the little divine master enters, the risk is very high. Another mission you can take is the gold medal. This secret realm is relatively safe and can be entered by anyone above the God King realm or below the little god sovereign. From the perspective of mission requirements, it is safer than the venomous beak secret realm. But this is not absolute, there may be dangers that have not been discovered yet. After experiencing the poisonous beak secret realm, Lin Moyu understood a truth. In the secret realm of the Divine City, all variables may exist. Various past experiences may not be effective. In the end, you still have to rely on yourself to adapt to circumstances. He also gradually understood why the Human Emperor Network did not publish the strategies for each secret realm. If there is a strategy and everything is done according to the strategy, then the mission will be meaningless. Exploration will also become the same and progress will be extremely slow. It is harmful to the entire human race. Therefore, rather than increase the risk a little bit, Renhuang Network did not choose to publish the strategy. At most, some information is passed down by word of mouth. As long as it cannot be disseminated in the Human Emperor Network, most of it will not be known. Lin Moyu accepted the mission of Jinhui Secret Realm. Sacred City Mission, explore the Jinhui Secret Realm. Enter the Jinhui secret realm and collect Jinhui stones. Restrictions: those above the God King realm and those below the Little God Sovereign can enter. Complete conditions: collect 10 gold stones. Task reward: 10 points of Divine City merit will be rewarded, and there will be no penalty for failure. Note: do not forcefully collect the gold pyroxene before it is separated, otherwise it will be dangerous. There is a Jinhui clear spring in the Jinhui secret realm. Do not drink this spring water in the secret realm, otherwise it will be dangerous. You can use the merits of the Divine City to purchase the escape talisman. If there is danger, you can use the escape talisman to leave the secret realm. After reading the mission information, Lin Moyu thought of the golden clear spring that he had just drank. Jinhui Qingchuan contains a little bit of golden light, which is quite good for making tea. It can add the fragrance of tea without overpowering the guest. You can drink from the Jinhui Qingchuan, but you can't drink it in the secret realm. It's okay to drink it after taking it out. However, Lin Moyu knew that the mission information only represented the first stage of the Jinhui secret realm. The subsequent second phase will not be revealed in the mission. Not to mention the possibility of a third phase. It is estimated that the Golden Glory secret realm is not easy to conquer, otherwise it would not exist today. The mission has been accepted, and Lin Moyu also plans to go. Before setting off, he wanted to ask Wang Xing about what happened in the Jinhui secret realm. It would be nice to have more information. Farewell to Su Shan. Su Shan didn't care that the Talisman Master would be broken by lightning, and said that it was their honor to be broken by thunder. After all, they witnessed the birth of a monster genius. At least in the history they know, no one has been able to do this. Back at Wang's house, in Wang Xing's courtyard, Lin Moyu asked, "Senior brother Wang, can you tell me about the secret realm of Jinhui?" Wang Xing has naturally been to the Jinhui secret realm and knows some of the conditions inside and what needs to be paid attention to. Wang Xing immediately explained the situation in Guan Jinhui's secret realm. He has been to Jinhui secret realm 3 times in total. The first time I went there was to perform a mission, and the last 2 times I went there were for the golden clear spring. There is no big danger in the Jinhui secret realm, just pay attention to a few points. First, when the golden glow has not fallen out, you cannot take it by force, otherwise you will be attacked. Wang Xing didn't know what the specific attack was. It is said that most of the people who died inside did not follow this rule. Second, you are not allowed to enter Jinhui Qingchuan. There are giant beasts in the golden clear spring that can eat people. But it is not certain to die. Some people have fallen in and escaped. However, the man's soul was severely damaged and could not be cured no matter how hard he healed. After coming out, the realm dropped significantly, from the God Lord realm directly to the Super God realm. Eventually, the body died and disappeared over the years. As long as you pay attention to these 2 points, there are no other dangers in the Jinhui secret realm. As for the second stage after the mission, Wang Xing has never heard of it and has no idea about it. In the core area of the Divine City, the tea party in the other shore realm lasted for a long time and was not over yet. Patriarch Su suddenly raised his eyebrows. Lin Moyu joined the Mentor Association. I had already guessed that he would join the Talisman Masters Association, but it was too soon. Did he test his talent and get a few resonances? Patriarch Su carefully checked the message he had just received. His expression became extremely bright. Master 10 high-level runes, and reach 1,000 points of Divine City merit. This is the requirement to become a 5th-level Talisman Master. Su Shan said, Master Lin has now joined the Talisman Master Association. If you want to advance, you only need to enter the Human Emperor Network to participate in the verification. In the Human Emperor Network, we Talisman Masters will have our own place, and you can throw it away at any time. If you want to check out any information, you can go there. Except for a few unique copies, most of the information is included. With Master Lin's abilities, becoming a 5th-level Talisman Master is not a problem. Lin Moyu nodded, I'm still a little short of success. In order to purchase the Formation of Faith, most of the God City merit points were used, and now there are only 355 points left. However, as long as the Talisman Master had the merits of the Divine City in the past, it does not require that he still has it now. It doesn't matter if you don't have the merits of the Divine City on hand, as long as you have achieved it before. This is the same as the level increase of the Divine City and the increase of points authority. The amount of meritorious deeds in the Divine City can basically explain how much contribution you have made to the Divine City. Clearing the secret realm is equivalent to making a contribution to the Divine City, and you can achieve divine success. Excluding the spent ones, Lin Moyu received a total of 860 points of Divine City merit. Calculating this, he only needs to obtain another 140 points of Divine City merit. For others, it is not easy to get 140 points of Divine City merit. A mission can range from 10 points to 20 to 30 points. You must complete at least a few tasks to earn 140 points of Divine City merit. But what if I could clear another secret realm? Lin Moyu had an idea. Elder Su, the closest place to here is the Golden Brilliance secret realm. Su Shan said, there are 2 secret realms near our 12,301 galaxy. One of the secret realms is too dangerous and requires the realm of gods to be eligible to enter. Another relatively safe one is the Golden Brilliance secret realm. You can enter it as long as you are in the God King realm. It's safe, but people will still die inside. If Master Lin goes there, you still have to be careful and prepare the escape talisman first. Su Shan warned from the bottom of his heart. Without further ado, Lin Moyu was thinking about the talisman blade and immediately contacted the Human Emperor Network and opened the task list. More than a dozen tasks are revealed in front of you. Most of the tasks are point-based tasks, which are very simple and relatively safe. One of them is to go to Ancient Battlefield number 301 and hunt an evil spirit. This task rewards 5,000 points. For a true god, this task is a little difficult, but it can be completed if you work hard. There are also some tasks to go to the Resource Star to find some specific materials. These tasks are very safe, but the rewards are very small, usually around 1,000 points. There are 2 missions that can obtain the merit of the Divine City, both of which are secret missions. One of the Feishua secret realm missions is grayed out and cannot be selected or viewed. The reason is that Lin Moyu is not mature enough. The minimum requirement for the Feishua secret realm mission is the little god, but it is not recommended. It is recommended to perform it after reaching the divine realm, which means that if the little divine master enters, the risk is very high. Another mission you can take is the gold medal. This secret realm is relatively safe and can be entered by anyone above the God King realm or below the little god sovereign. From the perspective of mission requirements, it is safer than the venomous beak secret realm. But this is not absolute, there may be dangers that have not been discovered yet. After experiencing the poisonous beak secret realm, Lin Moyu understood a truth. In the secret realm of the Divine City, all variables may exist. Various past experiences may not be effective. In the end, you still have to rely on yourself to adapt to circumstances. He also gradually understood why the Human Emperor Network did not publish the strategies for each secret realm. If there is a strategy and everything is done according to the strategy, then the mission will be meaningless. Exploration will also become the same and progress will be extremely slow. It is harmful to the entire human race. Therefore, rather than increase the risk a little bit, Renhuang Network did not choose to publish the strategy. At most, some information is passed down by word of mouth. As long as it cannot be disseminated in the Human Emperor Network, most of it will not be known. Lin Moyu accepted the mission of Jinhui Secret Realm. Sacred City Mission, explore the Jinhui Secret Realm. Enter the Jinhui Secret Realm and collect Jinhui Stones. Restrictions: those above the God King Realm and those below the Little God Sovereign can enter. Complete conditions: collect 10 gold stones. Task reward: 10 points of Divine City merit will be rewarded, and there will be no penalty for failure. Note: do not forcefully collect the gold pyroxene before it is separated, otherwise it will be dangerous. There is a Jinhui, clear spring in the Jinhui secret realm. Do not drink this spring water in the secret realm, otherwise it will be dangerous. You can use the merits of the divine city to purchase the escape talisman. If there is danger, you can use the escape talisman to leave the secret realm. After reading the mission information, Lin Moyu thought of the golden clear spring that he had just drank. Jinhui Qingchuan contains a little bit of golden light, which is quite good for making tea. It can add the fragrance of tea without overpowering the guest. You can drink from the Jinhui Qingchuan, but you can't drink it in the secret realm. It's okay to drink it after taking it out. However, Lin Moyu knew that the mission information only represented the first stage of the Jinhui secret realm. The subsequent second phase will not be revealed in the mission. Not to mention the possibility of a third phase. It is estimated that the Golden Glory secret realm is not easy to conquer, otherwise it would not exist today. The mission has been accepted, and Lin Moyu also plans to go. Before setting off, he wanted to ask Wang Xing about what happened in the Jinhui secret realm. It would be nice to have more information. Farewell to Su Shan. Su Shan didn't care that the Talisman Master would be broken by lightning, and said that it was their honor to be broken by thunder. After all, they witnessed the birth of a monster genius. At least in the history they know, no one has been able to do this. Back at Wang's house, in Wang Xing's courtyard, Lin Moyu asked, "Senior brother Wang, can you tell me about the secret realm of Jinhui?" Wang Xing has naturally been to the Jinhui secret realm and knows some of the conditions inside and what needs to be paid attention to. Wang Xing immediately explained the situation in Guan Jinhui's secret realm. He has been to Jinhui secret realm 3 times in total. The first time I went there was to perform a mission, and the last 2 times I went there were for the golden clear spring. There is no big danger in the Jinhui secret realm, just pay attention to a few points. First, when the golden glow has not fallen out, you cannot take it by force, otherwise you will be attacked. Wang Xing didn't know what the specific attack was. It is said that most of the people who died inside did not follow this rule. Second, you are not allowed to enter Jinhui Qingchuan. There are giant beasts in the golden clear spring that can eat people. But it is not certain to die. Some people have fallen in and escaped. However, the man's soul was severely damaged and could not be cured no matter how hard he healed. After coming out, the realm dropped significantly, from the God Lord realm directly to the Super God realm. Eventually, the body died and disappeared over the years. As long as you pay attention to these 2 points, there are no other dangers in the Jinhui secret realm. As for the second stage after the mission, Wang Xing has never heard of it and has no idea about it. In the core area of the Divine City, the tea party in the other shore realm lasted for a long time and was not over yet. Patriarch Su suddenly raised his eyebrows. Lin Moyu joined the Mentor Association. I had already guessed that he would join the Talisman Masters Association, but it was too soon. Did he test his talent and get a few resonances? Patriarch Su carefully checked the message he had just received. His expression became extremely bright. Years of experience tell everyone outside the secret realm, no matter how safe the Jinhui secret realm is at ordinary times. As long as you enter during the eruption period, you will be dead. Unless they are deliberately seeking death, no one will enter the Golden Glory secret realm during the eruption period. Not only that, once a golden eruption occurs, even people in the secret realm can only use the escape special to leave. The interior of the secret realm will also become unsafe. The mission can fail, but there is only one life. Anyway, if you fail, you won't lose anything. At most, you will only lose 1 card to get out of trouble. In the secret realm, Lin Moyu stepped on the earth and looked at the sky. The sky seemed to be leaking, and streaks of golden light shot down from the sky. The golden light exploded in midair before it even hit the ground. There seemed to be an invisible force in the air, blocking the golden light. After the explosion, the golden light and golden flowers splashed everywhere, turning into countless golden radiances. But the golden glow is still blocked by invisible forces and cannot really fall. The sky is filled with golden glow, which is like clouds wandering in the sky. Seeing this scene also made Lin Moyu relieved. He thought of his experience in the poisonous beak's secret realm. Under the golden rain, the skeleton god would quickly lose contact with him and 15 would die completely. If the golden light in the sky were to fall, I would be in some trouble. He stepped on the ground, and a crack appeared on the ground. Fortunately, the ground is not very hard and can be used. Suddenly his expression changed, and he backed away like lightning. A large amount of golden light erupted from the place where he stepped on it. Lin Moyu's eyes showed disappointment. He couldn't use the ground as a shield like the venomous bee secret realm. The underground here also contains a lot of golden brilliance. At this time, he saw a golden glow falling from the sky, forming a long and thin straight line connecting heaven and earth. The invisible film in the air that prevented the golden glow from falling seemed to have a hole. Advertisement. And this hole happened to be the piece of ground that he stepped on and the sky that it corresponded to. The falling golden glow formed a straight line, connecting heaven and earth. However, the golden glow did not spread outwards and always maintained this straight line. Lin Moyu's heart moved and he took out a true God Realm sword magic weapon. Throwing it casually, the sword passed through Jin Hui, and nothing seemed to happen. But Lin Moyu discovered something was wrong. The sword was stained with a lot of golden light. The golden glow continued to spread, and finally the entire sword turned golden. This scene seems familiar. Roar. The roar interrupted Lin Moyu's thoughts. Two giant beasts rushed from a distance. They were huge and looked like a liger. Halfway through, the two giant beasts were already wrestling together and rolling in the air. They kept biting and fighting fiercely. Golden red flames erupted from the mouth, and the temperature of the flames was extremely high, causing the temperature to rise sharply within a radius of several thousand meters. The flames in the area emerged out of thin air and instantly turned into a sea of fire. The two giant beasts fought more fiercely in the sea of fire and became more crazy. It's a pity that the two are evenly matched, and neither one can do anything to the other. Lin Moyu watched this scene silently and did not interfere. The two giant beasts struggled and rushed over. They pounced on the golden sword almost at the same time. Are they here to fight for the sword? Two giant beasts in the secret realm were fighting non-stop over a true God Realm sword. The combat power of these two giant beasts exceeds that of the God King, at least at the 5th or 6th level of the God King. The magic weapon of the true God Realm is of no use to them. Lin Moyu's eyes narrowed slightly, and he knew what the two giant beasts were planning. It's not a sword at all, but a golden glow. The sword was contaminated by the golden glow, and its nature was changed, turning into another thing. Advertisement. This thing is extremely attractive to them and very important to them. And the golden glow formed a mark on the sword, allowing them to accurately find the location of the sword. The two giant beasts fought hard for the sword. In the end, the sword was split into two by them, and each took half. Two huge beasts like ligers and tigers ate the sword in two mouths. The sword became extremely fragile under the sharp teeth and shattered like a biscuit. The giant beast is quite large, standing on the ground and standing over 5 meters tall. Based on their size, swords are just children's toys to them, pitifully small. Not to mention eating enough, even a toothpaste is not enough. After they finished eating, their eyes fell on Lin Moyu at the same time, and then they moved towards Lin Moyu at the same time. The strange thing is that they bypassed the golden thread connecting the sky and did not touch the golden glow. Lin Moyu realized that the two giant beasts needed Jin Hui, but they could not eat Jin Hui directly. It must be through a certain medium that Jin Hui changes the nature of the medium before they can eat it. At this time, Lin Moyu also understood why people who are contaminated by the golden glow will die after entering here. The reason is that Jin Hui will change its nature, whether it is a person or an object. Then it will attract the giant beasts in the secret realm. Jin Hui also has the ability to mark and locate. As long as he is still in the secret realm, there is no way to escape. If I guess correctly, there should be many giant beasts like this in the secret realm. If we just run away blindly, we will only attract more giant beasts, and we will eventually be trapped to death. And the golden glow will not only change the nature, but may also affect the strength. Otherwise, the cultivators of the 9th level of the God King will not be afraid of this kind of beast. Lin Moyu made a quick judgment in his mind, but at the same time, he also had other guesses. Seeing the giant beast getting closer and closer, Lin Moyu threw 2 more true God Realm magic weapons. The magic weapon passes through the golden thread and is stained with golden light. The 2 giant beasts turned their heads at the same time and looked at the 2 new magic weapons. In their eyes, these 2 magic weapons are the most wonderful food, and their appeal far exceeds that of Lin Moyu. They were wary of each other and walked towards the 2 magic weapons at the same time. The 2 giant beasts seemed to have negotiated and each had a magic weapon, and the distribution was fair and reasonable. Advertisement. When the magic weapon turned golden, the 2 giant beasts couldn't wait to rush over and eat the magic weapon in 2 bites. After eating the magic weapon, the 2 giant beasts walked towards Lin Moyu again. Their eyes revealed cruelty and blood, with only instinct and no light of wisdom. Lin Moyu thought to himself, sure enough, their instinct is to eat the magic weapon, contaminated by the golden glow. This giant beast has no intelligence, only instinct. This instinct is brought about by runes. The golden brilliance here is so close to the golden rain in the venomous bee secret realm, so it obviously comes from the same rune. Although the ancient rune is broken, its fragments can still operate independently, and cooperate with some kind of power to form independent secret realms. Both Rune 863 and the operator of the runes are extremely terrifying existences. Far beyond the other side. Lin Moyu came to a conclusion in his heart and no longer hesitated. Several skeleton god generals appeared around them, their sword lights lit up, and they directly killed the 2 giant beasts. The giant beast was annihilated in the sword energy, and then turned into golden light and disappeared. Lin Moyu used the eyes of his soul to observe the golden light after the death of the giant beast. From the golden light, he saw rune fragments. It is very similar to the rune fragments seen in the venomous bee secret realm, but different. From this, it can be judged that the 2 originate from the same rune but different parts. In this case, these 2 secret realms become traceable. There may be differences at the regulatory level, but the differences will not be caused by nature. Lin Moyu felt confident and probably knew how to conquer this secret realm. He was at least 70% sure that he could pass the level. What I thought should be correct. If you want to clear the secret realm, you have to wait until it erupts. The rules of the secret realm are usually hidden, and golden lights and giant beasts will not appear easily, so the secret realm appears safe. Now that they have all appeared, it means that the rules have been revealed and you can try to pass the level. Good luck. Lin Moyu gained confidence and took out more than a dozen true God Realm magic weapons at once, stained them all with golden light, and changed their properties. At this time, the ground shook slightly, and another crack appeared not far away. There was a golden glow pouring out from the crack, and a gap appeared in the sky corresponding to the crack. The golden glow in the sky fell down, forming a second golden line. There is one more golden thread. What does it mean? Any changes in the secret realm will not be without reason, there must be certain rules. Lin Moyu pondered for a few seconds and could only guess one possibility. That is, the golden glow will gradually fall, and the number will gradually increase, just like a timer. After a certain period of time, the secret world may be filled with golden glory. After reaching the limit, all the golden glow in the sky will fall to the earth, and the eruption of golden glow in the secret realm will also cease. At that time, the secret realm will return to its normal state. In that state, it is impossible to clear the secret realm and activate the second stage. Lin Moyu judged based on his own experience and felt that it should not be wrong. Although the eruption stage of the secret realm is very dangerous, it is also an opportunity to clear the secret realm. At this time, more than a dozen magic weapons have been stained with golden light, changing their properties and turning into golden objects. The magic weapon has lost its original function and is no longer a magic weapon. They have become the food that the giant beasts in the secret realm compete for. A skeleton god tried to touch and pick up the golden food, but found that it had no effect. Then, a dozen skeleton generals each picked up a piece of golden food and flew in all directions of the secret realm. They will become bait to attract the giant beasts from the secret realm. At the same time, more skeleton gods will fly out to find the way to the secret realm. At present, he does not know the real clearance mechanism of the secret realm, so he can only conduct experimental tests step by step. Based on past experience, Lin Moyu analyzed two possibilities. One is to kill enough secret realm beasts to trigger the next stage. There is another possibility, just like the poisonous bee secret realm, finding a special behemoth and killing it can also trigger the next stage. Both possibilities exist, so Lin Moyu doesn't waste time and takes a two-pronged approach. Roars sounded from all over the secret realm, and the giant beasts in the secret realm quickly sensed the presence of food. From a distance, you can see a large number of giant beasts flying out of the secret realm. The giant beasts pounced on their own food. Their goal is very clear and unified, which is the golden food in the skeleton god general. As for the skeleton generals who did not take food, they were completely ignored. The giant beasts are extremely crazy. Before they can fight for food, they have already broken out into a battle and are fighting madly in the air. For a time, the secret realm became a mess, and the war continued. A powerful aura spreads in the secret world. Some giant beasts are extremely powerful, with combat power reaching the 9th level of God King, suppressing other giant beasts. But other giant beasts will fight to the death for food even if they are defeated. Lin Moyu looked at the crazy giant beasts, his eyes flickering, thinking about whether there was a third possibility. It did not allow the skeleton gods to kill these behemoths. I vaguely feel that killing all the giant beasts may not be the right choice. The golden brilliant secret realm and the venomous bee secret realm come from the fragments of the same rune, so they should have similar characteristics. There should also be one or several special behemoths, just like the mother of poisonous bees in the secret realm of poisonous bees. Just like the boss monster in the small world copy, only by killing the boss monster can you enter the next stage. For some reason, Lin Moyu always felt that the copy in the small world was surprisingly similar to the secret realm in the Divine City Star territory. The skeleton god generals saw a forest. The forest was magnificent and there were a lot of golden lights on the trees. Some of the golden glow is still on the surface, while others have bulged out and formed golden stones the size of a fist. These are gold pyroxene, and one of the ways to obtain gold pyroxene is to get it from the woods. However, it cannot be obtained safely until the chrysophyllite falls off the tree. If it hasn't fallen off yet, if you take it by force, you will be attacked. Some people have done this before, and without exception they all died without even knowing how. At first, no one else knew what happened to them, but later the Human Emperor Network announced the information. Only then did everyone realize that they had encountered an unexpected incident because they had taken the golden pyroxene by force. Anyone who takes the gold pyroxene by force will not even have time to activate the escape talisman and will not be spared. Therefore, others later followed this point very honestly and never took gold pyroxene by force. You can't get it until the chrysophyllite falls off on its own. This is the correct way. But now Lin Moyu has to do something abnormal if he wants to clear the secret realm. The skeleton god directly wielded the bone sword and cut off the golden pyroxene. The golden pyrite exploded on the spot, blasting out countless golden brilliance that instantly enveloped a radius of 10,000 meters. Everything happened so suddenly that the skeleton god general had no time at all and was directly covered by the golden glow. The skeleton god's whole body was covered with gold, and it quickly transformed into a golden skeleton. In less than half a second, Lin Moyu had lost contact with the golden skeleton, just like the situation in the venomous bee secret realm. Lin Moyu also finally understood how those who forcibly took the gold pyroxene died. Why didn't they even have time to use the escape charm? Under the golden glow, the rules were changed, and the properties of all items, including living beings, were changed. Even if you take out the escape talisman will turn into golden food and lose its original function. It is naturally a delusion to escape. The golden skull remained motionless and turned into the largest and most delicious of all golden foods. But the strange thing is that the giant beasts in the sky who are frantically competing for food don't even look at the golden skeleton. Their battle for food continues, but they all ignore the most huge and delicious golden skull. Lin Moyu's doubt lasted 3 seconds before he got the correct answer. In the woods, Wu Enixia suddenly rose. These vines carry mottled golden light and roll up golden skulls. In the center of this forest, a big tree is extremely conspicuous, much larger than other trees. The vines were also swung up by it, and it rolled up the golden skull and stood back in front of him. A crack appeared in the tree, swallowing the golden skull. Special behemoth? Lin Moyu's heart moved, and a large number of skeleton god generals immediately flew over, tens of thousands of meters apart, and Lian released his sword energy. The sword energy is like plowing the ground, sweeping away the forest. Countless trees collapsed in the sword energy, and countless unformed gold pyroxene exploded, emitting countless golden rays. The scene was extremely magnificent. The big tree in the center of the forest waved countless vines, carrying a golden glow, spanning tens of thousands of meters, and directly hit the skeleton god general. The skeleton god will react very quickly and avoid it quickly. The golden brilliance is scattered in the vines, so don't let it touch you. The skeleton god will distance himself and counterattack with sword energy. If 100 skeleton generals are not enough, then 200. If 200 are not enough, then 1000. There are many skeleton god generals, one after another. No matter where it is, even if it is transformed into runes, the vitality of the plant system is extremely powerful. This big tree is only the 9th level of the God King, but it is difficult to destroy. Nearly 1,000 skeleton generals fought with waves of sword energy for a full minute before killing him. Fortunately, it can't move, otherwise it would be really troublesome for it to escape. The giant tree died, and a beam of golden light rose into the sky, connecting heaven and earth, and leading a golden thread from the sky. At this time a gap opened somewhere, and a golden thread appeared again. The golden threads changed from 2 to 4, and more golden brilliance fell. According to Lin Moyu's idea, when the golden glow ends, the secret realm will return to normal and it will be impossible to clear the level. He needs to hurry up. After the giant tree died, except for a golden thread, there was no other movement. Clearly, it is not the point to move to the next stage. Lin Moyu fell into thinking again. The skeleton god will continue to search, and woods of all sizes will be found one by one. In the larger woods, there are tens of thousands of tree-shaped giant beasts. There are hundreds of smaller ones. There is a giant tree in every forest, which is considered the king of trees. There is a characteristic of the woods. If you don't mess with it, it will not attack. In the woods, I found a few gold stones, which was a guarantee, and I could complete the basic tasks first. If you really can't find a way to clear the level, at least there won't be one. There are more and more giant beasts in the sky, like dark clouds, forming a large area of darkness. The skeleton god will take advantage of his speed to race with countless giant beasts. The giant beasts tirelessly chased the skeleton god general, but they couldn't catch up. The giant beasts have no intelligence, only instinct. As long as the skeleton god general is holding golden food and has bait, the giant beasts will continue to hunt and kill him, never stopping. The earth gradually cracked, and more golden threads fell from the sky. The secret realm is like being covered with golden threads, becoming more and more gorgeous, and at the same time, more and more dangerous. The golden thread is composed of the fragmentary power of ancient runes, and contains terrible rules that can change the nature of those who come into contact. It cannot be touched, and anyone who touches it will die. Finally, on the second day after entering the secret realm, The skeletons discovered a clear spring in which golden light was shining, like the golden light from the sky reflected in the water, which was dreamy and charming. But Lin Moyu knew that it was not a reflection in the sky at all, but actually in the water. If he wants to enter the water to pick up the golden glow, he will be attacked by the giant beast in the water. It is said that there are a large number of gold pyroxene at the bottom of the water, as well as other treasures. Some people have gone down there and been brutally attacked, some died inside, and some were lucky enough to escape. But all those who escaped had their souls injured, their realm was greatly reduced, and they eventually died. It is dangerous for others, but Lin Moyu insisted on going down to find out. During this day, he killed several more tree kings, but failed to find a way to the next stage. The king of trees is not the correct method, so we can only try to find another way. The skeleton god rushed into the spring and saw more golden glow. However, in the eyes of the skeleton god general, the vision of the undead is only gray and white. The color of Jinhui is relatively dark gray. The skeleton god was in the water and would inevitably come into contact with the golden glow, but no qualitative change occurred. The golden glow in the water is different from the golden glow in the outside world and will not cause qualitative changes. Lin Moyu suddenly understood that if the golden glow of the outside world cannot be avoided, then Zhong is the best refuge. But water also has giant beasts, but it is not a place of death. The water waves rolled, and the skeleton god general gradually sank to the bottom of the spring, where he saw a large amount of gold pyroxene. There are indeed a lot of chrysophyllite sinking to the bottom of the lake. They pile up into hills and shine. There seem to be runes beating in the light. It's a pity that they are just broken runes and fragments. At this time, the water is rippling, and the gods will be alert. By the time he reacted, the attack had already arrived. The skeleton god general's soul fire beat violently, and his breath dropped sharply. The soul fire in his head dimmed instantly, as if it was about to go out, but returned to normal the next second. All the damage was shared equally, and hundreds of millions of undead legions simultaneously withstood the attack. The attack traumatized the skeleton god general's soul, but it was not enough to kill the skeleton god general instantly, and he recovered in the blink of an eye. The skeleton god general's eyes wandered and he saw no sign of the enemy. There is no sight of the undead, no soul fire. Soul attack, can't find the target? Lin Moyu's heart was slightly shaken, something strange happened again. The attack is real, and it is an extremely powerful soul attack. Under this kind of soul attack, the third-level god king will die directly. Unless there is a powerful soul magic weapon to protect him, he will definitely die. But even if there is a soul magic weapon to protect the body, the soul will still be hurt. A decline in one's realm is inevitable and almost inevitable. Unless the soul level reaches the divine realm, a 4th-grade soul, it is possible to withstand such an attack. For the skeleton god general, the attack is nothing. The key is that it failed to find the source of the attack. The soul fire swayed silently again, almost extinguished, but quickly returned to normal, still couldn't find the source of the attack. At this time, more skeleton gods will come to the bottom of the spring. Phew! The attack came again, and not only one skeleton god general was attacked, but all the skeleton god generals who entered the bottom of the pump were attacked. The attack intensity is also exactly the same, with no difference in attack. The situation became more and more strange. Lin Moyu thought for a moment and issued an order. The skeleton god general raised his bone sword and swung his sword energy toward the pile of golden stones at the bottom of the spring. The gold pyroxene is very strong, and sword energy cannot break them. However, the sword energy was enough to explode the pile of golden glowing stones. The hill-like gold pyroxene was blown away by the sword energy, and water blasted into the sky. The bottom of the real spring is revealed, along with countless algae plants. These algae plants are transparent, stretching out countless threads that are difficult to see with the naked eye, floating in the water. Lin Moyu finally understood the source of the attack. The souls of these algae plants are hidden at the bottom of the spring water. They are hidden very low and cannot be discovered by the sight of the undead due to the obstruction of the ephroxite. Their tentacles are transparent and invisible, blending with the spring water. Because they cannot be seen, and they are too soft to be felt. So even the undead vision was not discovered at first. In fact, they have been attached to the skeleton god for a long time, and the soul attack comes from them. Once you know that, it will be easy to handle. The skeleton god attacks the algae. The sword energy blasted out densely, killing them. Algae plants seem to sense danger, and their survival instinct causes them to attack their enemies. Waves of soul attacks fell on the skeleton god general, causing the skeleton god general's soul fire to sway and be almost extinguished. The damage they suffered was quickly shared by the undead army, and they became weaklings who could not be killed no matter what. More skeleton gods will enter the spring and join the battle group. The algae plants fought back frantically, but to no avail. The bottom of the spring was shattered by the sword energy, and the earth was completely cracked. Countless golden lights gush out from the bottom of the lake, and the lake water begins to solidify and turns golden. A huge golden thread fell from the sky and fell into the good minister. The nature of the spring water changes faster and faster. Not good. Lin Moyu's heart tightened and he wanted to take back the skeleton god general. But it was discovered that the skeleton god general had not returned. They were still fighting in the spring and could not come back easily. As Jin Hui became stronger and stronger, the connection between him and the skeleton god general became weaker and weaker. In the end, the entire clear spring became an independent world, and everything in it lost contact. Lin Moyu completely lost contact with hundreds of skeleton generals. Lin Moyu knew that these skeleton gods were finished and had become one with the spring water and were left here. What the hell is this? Obviously, the algae at the bottom of the spring is not the key to clearing the secret realm, so what is the key? Lin Moyu had to think again. He had thought about all the possibilities during this day and couldn't find any. Someone once reached the second stage of the venomous beak secret realm. But in the golden brilliant secret realm, no one has ever reached the second stage. Even if you ask Renhuang Network, there will be no results. The roar of giant beasts was heard in the air, and several giant beasts that were originally chasing the skeleton god general suddenly left the team and rushed toward the clear spring. Their target is not the clear spring, but the gold pyroxene that fell out of the spring before. They scrambled to grab the gold pyroxene, which was no less than chasing the golden food in the hands of the skeleton god. Seeing this scene, Lin Moyu suddenly understood. Maybe that's the case. Under Lin Moyu's watch, several giant beasts ate the gold pyroxene. After eating the gold pyroxene, the giant beasts roared with excitement, their eyes filled with excitement and cruelty. At the same time, their bodies have actually grown larger, and their aura has also improved. These giant beasts ate a few more gold pyroxenes, and then became even more powerful. Then they returned to the team, seemingly continuing to chase the golden message in the hands of the skeleton god general. But they are not like this, they actually start to attack their own kind. Although they had fought against each other before, generally speaking, they were evenly matched. This is no longer the case. The giant beasts that ate the golden pyroxene are obviously stronger than the other giant beasts. Some giant beasts were injured by them and then killed. The golden light points transformed by the giant beasts were absorbed by them, and then became more powerful. The giant beasts became more crazy than before, and they began to kill their own kind to strengthen themselves. Lin Moyu looked at the transformation of the giant beasts and understood what to do. The crux of the problem lies in the gold pyroxene. For the giant beasts, chrysanthemum is both food and an exciting drug. Eating aphrodisiac will stimulate their instincts, causing them to lose their minds and kill each other. After killing the same kind, you can swallow the golden light after their death to make yourself stronger. This is raising goo, raising the strongest one. Killing the strongest one will start the second stage. Lin Moyu probably has an idea. Anyway, if other methods don't work, why not give it a try? Anyway, these giant beasts will be killed sooner or later. Now it seems that I did the right thing by not killing them before. It's a pity that hundreds of skeleton generals died in the spring pool. If they could have been discovered earlier, they would not have to die in vain. Another clear spring was found, and a large number of skeleton gods rushed into it. The skeleton god general swung his sword energy and exploded all the gold metal stones at the bottom of the spring. A large number of gold pyroxene flew out of the spring and scattered in all directions. All of a sudden, a large number of giant beasts were attracted. The giant beasts went crazy to grab the gold pyroxene. After eating the gold pyroxene, they became even crazier. The giant beasts began to kill each other crazily, and for a while, the entire secret realm turned into a terrifying battlefield. Lin Moyu watched them as if watching a play. At the same time, he asked the skeleton generals to find more golden springs and get more golden stones, making the scene even more chaotic. The giant beasts continued to fight, and the battle lasted for several days. The number of behemoths gradually decreases, and the victorious behemoths become stronger and stronger. Lin Moyu was very patient and waited quietly. He doesn't interfere, because he's afraid that if he does, it will ruin the result. The cracks in the earth are constantly increasing, and the golden glow in the sky continues to condense into golden threads and fall down. This situation is becoming more and more common. In a few days, the golden glow in the sky has been reduced by 1/3. Lin Moyu estimated that in about 10 days, the golden glory will be completely gone. The secret realm will return to normal by then, and if you want to clear the level again, you have to wait until the next golden eruption. It is said that Jinhui erupts, ranging from once every few months to once every few years. I don't want to waste so much time. Looking at the giant beast with only a dozen heads left, Lin Moyu said to himself, I hope it can happen. If it doesn't work, we have to try another secret place. At this moment, the remaining 10 giant beasts, without exception, have all reached the 9th level of the God King. If the fighting continues, the last remaining giant beast will most likely be in the realm of a minor god. The realm of the little god is nothing to Lin Moyu. If we look at the restrictions of the secret realm, the highest level that can enter the secret realm is only a minor god. It is also a small god. Dealing with giant beasts, the pressure is not small. What's more, there is still a second stage. Unless you are a genius who can leapfrog the competition, you basically have no chance. Not to mention combat power. Even if you want to find a way to the second stage, it will be as difficult as climbing to the sky. If Lin Moyu had not relied on the large number of people, it would have been difficult to complete. Another day passed, and the scheduled killing among the giant beasts finally came to an end. When the final winner roared, its aura suddenly rose to the level of the little god. At the same time, its whole body expanded, and its body instantly grew in size by 2 parts, reaching a height of more than 20 meters. When its hair shakes, it will automatically shed golden light. In the golden light, there are runes flashing, which are all debris areas. A pair of fleshy wings grew out of its back, and the wings spread out to more than 30 meters. Roaring one after another, shaking the secret realm. It seems to be declaring that it is the king in the secret realm and exists because of it. Suddenly, a regular galaxy, composed of white bones, appeared above its head. The laws of the galaxy poured down, and countless skeletons appeared in the galaxy. The skeletons simultaneously raised their swords and swung them towards the giant beast. Countless sword lights lit up on the giant beast, causing its hair to break and its skin and bones to crack. The roar also turned into a scream in an instant. Before it could react, a brighter sword light appeared. The sword light was bright and dazzling, almost tearing the giant beast's too powerful body into 2 halves. The screams turned into screams again, and the giant beast fell to the ground amid the screams. A beam of golden light shot straight into the sky, and the sky seemed to be penetrated, revealing a dark gap. At the same time, a whirlpool appeared next to Lin Moyu, and the breath of the big world came from the whirlpool. The whirlpool is the passage to leave, and you can leave the secret realm and return to the big world. The gap in the mouth is the entrance to the second stage. Lin Moyu breathed a sigh of relief. He was finally right this time and found the route for the second stage. As the giant beast died, the entrance to the second stage opened, and the golden glow in the sky instantly increased several times. This means that the time for customs clearance has become more abundant. At this moment, the earth shook, and a giant hand covered with runes came out from the ground, but only one palm came out and it stopped moving. Lin Moyu had seen this big hand before. When the venomous bee secret realm was completely conquered, it came from the sky and took away the rune pillar. Afterwards, he once thought that this big hand should belong to the personnel network. Renhuang Network has answered that clearing the dungeon is good for it. The benefit is probably that you can get the final rune pillar. In fact, it is not good for Renhuang Network, but good for those big guys in the other side. The person who answered me at that time was probably those big guys from the other side realm, and it was even very possible that they were Patriarch Su or Wu Xingzuan. This kind of thing is not difficult to figure out. Things from the ancient times are what the bosses of the other side realm care most about. And by studying ancient runes, it is very possible to obtain information from ancient times. Even if the information from ancient times cannot be obtained, the tongue rune is still of great use. That's the biggest benefit. The reminder from Renhuang Network rang in my ears. Exploring the Jinhui secret realm, the first phase of the mission has been completed. You can choose to continue exploring, complete the second phase of the mission, and get more rewards. Please note that the second stage of this secret realm is an unknown place. No one has ever reached it, the danger is unknown, and the escape charm will lose its effect. Whether to continue, please make your choice within 1 minute. Lin Moyu smiled slightly. Do you want me to continue exploring? After waiting for 10 seconds, the voice of Renhuang Network sounded again. You decide for yourself. Lin Moyu understood, and he was absolutely sure that the person who answered him was not the Human Emperor Network, but someone from the other side of the continent. Moreover, this big boss of the other side realm should have some intersection with him. Lin Moyu smiled and said, Are you Patriarch Su, Elder Lin, or Saint Hao? After another 10 seconds, a voice came from the Human Emperor Network again, and the answer was only one word, accept. Lin Moyu understood in his heart, okay, for your sake, I will continue. As he spoke, he flew up and rushed into the gaping scarf in the sky. Ancestor Su was a bit dumbfounded at the core of the human race's divine city star field. This brat actually lied to me for a favor. Several big guys from the other side realm looked at the depressed old Ancestor Su with smiles on their faces. Favor in the other side realm is not so easy to obtain. But Lin Moyu got a favor in just a few words. Lin Moyu's answer was, for your sake. It means that if this is not old Ancestor Su, he does not want to continue exploring at all. But obviously as long as you clear the level, you can get a lot of meritorious deeds from the Divine City, and the rewards are quite a lot originally. Now Patriarch Su has also made a favor, and this business is a bit of a loss. Mrs. Yu sat aside elegantly, with grace and luxury. My little friend is so interesting. Patriarch Su snorted, this kid is a bit of a ghost, so be careful when dealing with him in the future. Mr. Lin chuckled Chi-er-san and said, that's because you are too stupid. Patriarch Su glared at him, yes, you are the only smart one. Mr. Lin smiled even more heartily, that's natural. Believe it or not, you just said it was useless to you, but he will continue to explore. Looking back now, it seems that this is really the case. Lin Moyu originally went to the Divine City for his meritorious service, or in other words, he also wanted to meet Hui Wen. No talisman master can resist the temptation of ancient runes. Patriarch Su knew it in his heart, but he would not admit it. Of course I know, I just deliberately owe him a favor. You know, in my family, there are several descendants with outstanding talents and looks. Several people nearby were stunned. They couldn't believe that Patriarch Su would say such words. Mr. Lin gave a thumbs up and said, Old man Su, if you think so, I have to say I am convinced. In order to win over Mr. Lin, he actually planned to betray his children and grandchildren. Patriarch Su waved his hand, his old face as thick as a city wall. Don't say it so harshly, what is betrayal? This is for the benefit of my children and grandchildren. You are left alone. If you had children and grandchildren, I don't believe you wouldn't think so. Mr. Lin snorted, you hurt me twice with one sentence. He drank tea angrily and ignored Patriarch Su. Mrs. Yu's eyes flickered on the side, thinking, Yuzu girl, she seems to have a good relationship with Lin Moyu, should I call her back? Lin Moyu entered the second stage of the secret realm. This is an unknown place, and no one knows what is going on inside. This is a completely independent world that has completely lost contact with the Human Emperor Network and the Divine City Star territory. The escape charm is no longer useful. Once there is danger, just seek happiness for yourself. This is a golden world, with golden light spots everywhere. Golden light spots float in the air, bringing light. Lin Moyu has always maintained the Hell of Bones. In the secret realm, he had to be careful, otherwise any accident could be fatal. However, he discovered that the golden light spots here were different from the golden glow in the first stage. There is nothing dangerous, just for lighting purposes. Lin Moyu has learned how to tell the difference. If there is any danger, you will know if there are any rune fragments in it. Those golden lights all contain rune fragments. All dangers also come from rune fragments. Even the entire secret realm was formed because of a single rune. In the poisonous bee secret realm, the big hand took away the rune pillar. After taking away the corner of the rune, the entire secret realm disappeared. The rune pillar can be regarded as the core of the secret realm, and even the essence of the secret realm. Lin Moyu has also fully understood the meaning of clearing the secret realm, which is to let the power of the Emperor's network penetrate the entire secret realm, thereby gaining access to the entire secret realm. This kind of thing can only be done by the big guys from the other side realm. Lin Moyu observed this unknown land. The golden world was a plain with no flowers, no grass, and no clouds in the sky. It seemed like there was nothing. It's an unknown place, and there can be no clues from any precedent. When everything was unknown, Lin Moyu released the Skeleton God General for exploration as usual. The Skeleton God warriors are no longer enough. The danger here is no longer something that the Skeleton God warriors can handle. The Skeleton God will be much more powerful and will be able to obtain more information even if he is in danger. In an unknown place, the most important thing is information. Only by mastering enough information can we solve the puzzle and clear the secret realm. If the puzzle cannot be solved, the final result will often not be very good. A large number of skeleton gods will fly in all directions to explore unknown places. Without any interference, the Skeleton God General's exploration speed is very fast. Before long, the general terrain of this unknown land had been established. This is a plain, incredibly smooth. The entire ground was like a sharp sword cutting through the clouds, with a vague feeling of a realm. If you polish it, it can definitely be used as a mirror. The skeleton god will not only explore around, but also fly into the sky. When flying to a height of 100,000 meters, the skeleton god general hit an invisible wall and was bounced back. Later, after a lot of efforts, I couldn't break through. Soon, the skeleton god general who was exploring in other directions also encountered the same problem. They touched the edge of the secret realm, and were also blocked by invisible walls. Nothing at all. Lin Moyu said to himself, there is nothing in this space except the flat mirror-like earth and the ubiquitous golden light spots. It's like a transparent cage, trapping yourself tightly inside. Lin Moyu even wondered whether this rune had lost its function and had been completely abandoned. As a result, it is very likely that he will be trapped inside, which is not good news. But I guess that shouldn't be the case. If this is the case, this space should not exist, and neither should the golden light spots exist. The golden light spots moved automatically without wind, beating slowly in the air, as if following a certain pattern, but Lin Moyu couldn't understand it. Since there is nothing around or in the sky, we can only search downwards. Lin Moyu still chose the most brutal method. The golden body of the God King was shining brightly, he raised his foot and stepped down hard. In the roar, Lin Moyu's whole body was blown away and flew upside down into the sky uncontrollably. He felt that the power of his kick was completely rebounded. It's no use? The place where he stepped heavily was unscathed, not even a mark was left. Lin Moyu frowned slightly, isn't it okay? It shouldn't be. With a thought in his heart, the skeleton god general swung out his sword energy and attacked the ground. The sword energy fell on the ground like thunder, and the mirror-like ground rebounded all the sword energy. The sword energy rushed through the space, sending golden light spots flying. Finally, the whole space seemed to wake up and let out a roar. Golden light spots suddenly danced like a strong wind and began to fly everywhere. There were countless golden light spots flying towards the ground, because a disrespectful person suddenly appeared on the ground. Lin Moyu's expression changed dramatically. The location where the rune appears is directly below Lin Moyu, only a kilometer away from Lin Moyu. The runes appeared extremely quickly, almost suddenly. The moment the runes appeared, Lin Moyu felt danger. He flew back subconsciously, and a golden light brushed against his body and rushed into the sky. Finally, it landed on the invisible barrier of 100,000 meters and disappeared. Lin Moyu didn't know what would happen if he was hit by the golden light. He thought it wouldn't do anything good. If he couldn't try it, it would be better not to try it. He trusted his intuition, which told him that danger would definitely not be a good thing. Although we missed the danger, there is also good news. That is, this space has finally changed. As long as there are changes, you can find clues and find breakthroughs. The most fearful thing is that there is no change in life. Another rune appeared on the ground, still directly below Lin Moyu. The feeling of danger reappeared, and Lin Moyu retreated quickly. Another golden light flew past him and shot into his seat. In less than a second, another rune appeared. The two runes that appeared this time were not in the same position, but Lin Moyu felt that they were still targeting him. He changed his position without thinking, and two golden lights shot through the space where he was originally. Lin Moyu was slightly shocked that the rune's attacks were sequential. They were not attacking at the same time. If he had stopped after avoiding the first attack, he would have been hit by the second rune attack. The next second 4 runes appeared. Lin Moyu's expression changed slightly, and the number of runes increased again. He kept flying in the air, dodging rune attacks. The 4 runes also have an attack sequence, which makes Lin Moyu unable to stop for a moment. Then 8 runes and 16 runes continued to appear, and there were more and more runes. Without exception, the runes that appeared were aimed at Lin Moyu. Lin Moyu dodges non-stop and avoids all attacks. It's not over yet. Lin Moyu was a little depressed. How come these runes seem to have no end and kept increasing? If it continues like this and turns into tens of thousands of runes, then I might as well just hide and die. Finally, when the number of runes increased to 108, it stopped increasing, which made Lin Moyu relieved. 108 identical golden runes sparkled on the ground, attacking Lin Moyu continuously. The 108 runes attack continuously and cycle continuously. Lin Moyu also relied on his amazing speed and keen intuition to dodge constantly. After attacking for 10 rounds in a row, the attack finally stopped. The runes gradually faded away. Lin Moyu's eyes showed vigilance, and he did not dare to relax at all. Finally, after waiting for 10 seconds, the runes no longer appeared, and he breathed a sigh of relief. It is finally over. What does the attack just now mean and how to resolve it? It's definitely not a forced attack. There must be certain rules 1, 2, 4, 8. Each time it is multiplied until it reaches 108. But like this, there seems to be no pattern. Lin Moyu recalled the whole process just now, his mind kept spinning. Unfortunately, there is too little information and no corresponding rules can be found. Suddenly, golden light points flew to the ground. Lin Moyu's expression changed. Just now, there was golden light sinking into the ground, and then it came out of the rune and started to attack him. The golden light spot seems to be the mechanism that triggers the runes. The number of golden light spots sinking into the ground was not that large at that time, but now it is at least several hundred times more. With so many golden light spots, how many runes should be triggered? Are you trying to kill yourself? He wanted to curse, but it was too late. The golden light spots have sunk into the ground, and the formation has appeared on the ground. There was more than one rune, and thousands of identical runes appeared in an instant. Thousands of runes all appeared not under his feet, but under the feet of the skeleton god general. Each skeleton god corresponds to a rune, which is very fair and no one is lacking. Dodge. Lin Moyu had a thought and quickly issued an order. The skeleton god will not think, only execute orders. He immediately dodged to one side, and the first attack flew past them, all of them missing. Then the second attack appeared again, they still dodged, and the second attack still failed. The next second, it became two. Lin Moyu was shocked. This scene was exactly the same as his own experience. Then there will be 4, 8, 16 runes, until 108 runes, and the attack will not end until 10 rounds. Just because you can avoid it doesn't mean God will. Lin Moyu tried to take back the skeleton god general, but he found that the skeleton god general had been locked by some invisible force and could not be taken back. Dodge, don't stop. In desperation, Lin Moyu could only issue orders. After receiving the order, the skeleton god general immediately began to dodge the attack. The soul acuity of the skeleton god general is far inferior to his own. Although they don't stop for a moment, someone is bound to be hit. Moreover, thousands of skeleton god generals are distributed in the air, and finally there are more runes, causing cross attacks and perhaps accidental injuries. There is no point in thinking about these things. Since things are already determined, it is better to take this opportunity to observe carefully. The key to cracking the second stage may lie in these runes. Lin Moyu observed the earth and the changes on the earth. The earth is as smooth as a mirror, and there seems to be nothing there. But the next second, runes will suddenly appear on the ground, and then they will launch an attack. It seems that there is no order at all and everything is in a state of chaos. But in fact this is not the case. Lin Moyu knows very well that there must be a pattern. Runes kept appearing, and the attacks were dense and continuous. It quickly went from 8 runes to 15 runes. When the runes are doubled, the attack intensity will increase several times, and the difficulty of dodge will also increase several times. Finally, a skeleton god will be hit. In fact, he was just hit, and his whole body instantly turned golden and fell from the air. At the same time, the connection between him and Lin Moyu was completely severed. Lin Moyu had already anticipated this result, so it was not surprising. The golden rain in the venomous bee secret realm and the golden radiance before were all like this. This result is normal. But what surprised him was that after the skeleton god fell to the ground, his body shone with golden light and various runes appeared at the same time. Then the golden skeleton god will rise into the sky and kill the doctor towards other skeleton god generals. What the hell? Lin Moyu felt like he was going to curse. His own skeleton god general was actually used by someone else. To be precise, it was none other than Rune. The runes first changed the nature of the skeleton god general, and then manipulated him, using him as a puppet to attack other skeleton god generals. The whole process was full of weirdness. Lin Moyu felt cruel and was about to order other skeleton gods to attack. The manipulated golden skeleton god suddenly stopped in midair, and then exploded with a bang. Shufa resisted. Lin Moyu was slightly surprised, and then he realized something. The soul opened its eyes and saw the infinite fusion technique from above. At some point, it recovered from its weak state. Ever since it was forcibly fused into the skeleton hell, it has been in a weak state. After several years, it finally recovered. and he gave Lin Moyu a surprise as soon as he arrived. Summoning the skeleton god general was originally a technique born from it. Compared with other star-level spells, Infinite Fusion has absolute control over several spells it generates. It can summon the skeleton god general, and it can also cancel the summons. Even now, Lin Moyu clearly feels that he has lost contact with the golden skeleton god, but in Infinite Fusion, this control still exists. Infinite Fusion, the skeleton god general is not allowed to betray Lin Moyu. This is blasphemy. The skeleton god general exploded completely, leaving nothing behind. Lin Moyu smiled slightly. Infinite Fusion solved a troublesome problem for himself. He can concentrate more on the changes in the runes. The runes on the ground continue to appear, more and more. The attacks became more and more intensive, and another skeleton god general was hit by the rune and turned into a golden skeleton god general. Then, under the control of Infinite Fusion, it exploded on the spot, leaving nothing behind. Infinite Fusion is like a superior king, firmly in control of his own life and death. 32 runes. 64 runes. Lin Moyu finally found the clue. He discovered that the seemingly smooth land was actually divided into regions. The earth is actually divided into grids, and the runes appear in the grids. According to the location where the runes appeared, Lin Moyu drew horizontal and vertical lines on the earth, forming paths of exactly the same size. This look is like the square notebook used by children when they are just learning to write. With the discovery of the grid, more patterns appear in sight. No matter how the runes appear or how the number changes, there are always some grids that will not appear. If you guessed correctly, these grids without runes are the key to breaking the game. Lin Moyu's heart moved. The skeletal general who was dodging suddenly swung his sword energy and attacked the position designated by Lin Moyu. The sword energy fell to the ground and bounced back from the smooth mirror without causing any reaction. You can't use sword energy. Lin Moyu believes in his own judgment. If his sword energy is not good, it does not mean that there is something wrong with his judgment. He personally came to a grid close to him. He remembered that when he attacked him just now, a large number of runes lit up, and there were several grids where no runes appeared. Lin Moyu stretched out his foot and stepped on it. With a bang, his whole body was shot up to the sky, exactly like the sword energy. The huge counterattack force made it difficult for Lin Moyu to control. The golden beam shot from somewhere else almost missed his body and almost hit him. Lin Moyu didn't panic, he quickly avoided it. Physical attacks won't work either, so try the law. He swung out a law of immortality. The law of immortality fell on the ground like a sharp arrow, but was still rebounded and had no effect. If the rules don't work, then try something else. A delicate little bow appeared on Lin Moyu's head. Soul shooting bow. Sword energy attacks, physical attacks, and law attacks are all invalid. There is also a soul attack that you can try. If even the soul attack is useless, it only means that my judgment is wrong. Lin Moyu is confident, but not Zetian. The soul power was injected into the soul shooting bow and condensed into a soul arrow glowing with purple light. The soul arrow sank silently into the void, then appeared on the ground the next moment and shot directly into it. This time, the soul arrow was not bounced back. The earth roared and shook, making a different noise. Some nearby runes just lit up and suddenly went out again. As expected. Lin Moyu was delighted and started to take action immediately. He locked his eyes on a large grid with no runes illuminated, and began to attack with soul arrows. Every time an arrow went down, a large number of runes were extinguished, no longer shining or attacking. Lin Moyu arrows one after another, without stopping for a moment. As long as there are no runes, he will shoot another arrow. I would rather shoot wrong than miss. Lin Moyu controlled the soul-shooting bow and shot thousands of arrows. If it were any other cultivator, his soul would have been exhausted long ago. But it is not a problem for Lin Moyu, as long as there is not a sudden and large loss of soul power. With the talent giant tree to supplement it, Lin Moyu does not attack with all his strength, but just shoots ordinary arrows one after another. He can keep shooting until the end of the world. Finally, all the runes on the earth were extinguished, and then the area returned to calm. Those golden points of light that sank into the earth never appeared again. Looking around, except for the golden light that was still shining in the distance, the area where he was completely gone. After thinking for 2 seconds, Lin Moyu probably knew what he should do. He should activate more runes and then extinguish these runes. Its purpose is actually to sink all the golden light spots in the sky into the earth. It doesn't have to be all sunk in, it should be most of it. As soon as he thought of it, Lin Moyu immediately asked the skeleton god general to fly into those areas and attack the earth with his sword energy. Attacking can activate the earth, causing it to absorb golden light spots, thereby stimulating when. Just as he thought, after the sword energy attack, the earth roared, and the golden light spots quickly sank and submerged into the earth. Then the runes appeared and began to attack the skeleton god general. Lin Moyu observed the earth and looked at the places where no runes were revealed. This was the target he wanted to attack. After rounds of operations, the golden light spots in the secret realm became less and less. Until most of the golden light spots sank into the earth, the entire space suddenly shook. Lin Moyu heard a deafening roar, and the roar continued, as if the earth was about to be shattered. Amid the roar, the remaining golden light spots also sank into the ground. Then the whole land was revealed with golden mottled colors. In an instant, the sky and the earth turned upside down and the earth turned into the sky. When Lin Moyu was in it, he felt as if everything was upside down. He knew that the rules had changed and many rules had been changed. My body couldn't adapt for a while, that's why I felt so uncomfortable. The earth came to the top of the head, and the golden light in the earth turned into starlight and fell down. Lin Moyu was startled and quickly avoided the golden light falling down. Who knows if the falling golden light will do any harm? The skeleton hell is always shrouded, and the feedback sent back from the skeleton hell is that these golden lights do no harm. Golden light condensed in the void, and golden runes like tadpoles were revealed. These runes are all fragments. They are quickly combined and fused together to become a corner of runes. It is similar to the rune pillar in the last link of the Venomous Bee realm. But the corner of the rune in front of him turned into a terrifying giant beast. The appearance of the giant beast is similar to the giant beast seen in the first stage. It has the head of a lion and the body of a tiger, and its whole body is covered with hair. But from a fundamental point of view, this giant beast is purely composed of runes, and is a corner of an ancient rune. Continuing to trace the origin, this ancient rune came from the truncated finger outside the Divine City star domain. Lin Moyu really can't imagine how strong the owner of the amputated finger was when he was alive. It is inevitable to transcend the other side. Lin Moyu has only seen 2 strong men of this level in his life. The owner of the broken finger is one of them, and the other is the old man Qingxing in the original secret realm. When his thoughts came to this, Lin Moyu suddenly paused. He found that he had missed someone. In fact, Lin Moyu didn't know whether the other person was a human being or whether he really existed. But thinking about it, it should exist. Otherwise, the Buddha would not have died that day. Although the other party is the system, Lin Moyu's vision is now higher and he realizes that the system may be just a manifestation. During the skill demonstration, the extremely mysterious system once showed amazing battle experience. Killing a clan with 1 finger is easy and casual. These 3 people can be regarded as the strongest 3 people Lin Moyu has ever seen. The roar interrupted Lin Moyu's thoughts. The golden light spots had all combined and turned into a giant beast. The giant beast is a corner of an ancient rune, and on the surface, it has an aura comparable to that of a god. But in fact, because of the special nature of the ancient runes, he is stronger than ordinary gods. Ancient Talisman can change the rules. This is the power of the other side. Even if there is only a trace, it is extremely dangerous. The giant beast, composed of runes, opened its huge mouth, and a golden beam of light suddenly shot out. Lin Moyu's face changed slightly and he opened quickly. Then several more beams of light came, and Lin Moyu continued to dodge while allowing the skeleton god general to attack. The sword energy was flowing vertically and horizontally, and the white sword energy fell on the giant beast and was then knocked away. The behemoth not only inherits the attack of the runes, but also has the defense of the earth. Seems to bounce back most damage. The giant beast's hair lit up one after another. Lin Moyu's expression changed and he quickly distanced himself. The next moment, golden light illuminated the secret world. Densely packed, countless golden beams shot out in all directions. Every hair on the giant beast's body has become a weapon and can emit light beams. The skeleton god general had nowhere to hide, and was hit by the beam one after another, and then turned into a golden skeleton. After turning into golden skeletons, their bodies were covered with runes, and they were about to turn into rune puppets. Infinite fusion, the magic stars buzzed and vibrated, and the golden skeletons exploded collectively. Lin Moyu moved away early and avoided the gap in the golden beam. He was shocked in his heart. It was impossible for ordinary little gods to defeat such a giant beast. Even if an ordinary god comes, I'm afraid it will be a headache. The light beam is the power of runes, with a hint of rule power, which even the gods cannot resist. The giant beast stopped after a wave of map cannons, its eyes staring at Lin Moyu. There is no other color in his eyes except cruelty. This is a terrifying look with only the instinct to kill. Lin Moyu felt that he had been locked, and in this secret space, he thought it was impossible. There are only two possibilities left for you. Either life or death. The giant beast paused for 2 seconds before attacking again. Its whole body became bright again, the hair all over its body lit up with golden light, and countless rune fragments appeared. The overwhelming beam of light was emitted again, and most of the beam was directed towards the area where Lin Moyu was, leaving almost no room for Lin Moyu to dodge. Lin Moyu's expression changed, his wings of the undead unfolded, and his soul power was pushed to the limit in an instant. Stab. The sound of being torn apart came from the space, and a trace of space law appeared on the wings of the undead. This thread of space law took Lin Moyu to another direction as if teleporting, avoiding the densest part of the beam, but there were still attacks falling on him. The bone hell buzzed and vibrated, slightly distorted. The beam was absorbed by the bone hell and did not attack Lin Moyu's body. Lin Moyu felt that some of the material in the bone hell was dyed golden, but was smoothed out by the force of the bone hell. Two powerful forces are constantly confronting each other. The skeleton hell is very powerful. The power from hell can resist the power of rules in the beam. The two sides wrestled with each other, and in the end, Hell of Bones won. The power of rules in the beam has no source and is quickly exhausted. In Lin Moyu's consciousness, the giant beast was marked and locked by his soul. Point your finger a little toward the sky. Stellar level spell, summon the skeleton king. The immortal flame burned blazingly, and the skeleton throne emerged from the flames. The armored skeleton king stood up, stretched out his hand and slapped the skeleton throne into a powerful and exquisite giant bone sword. At the same time, the aura on Lin Moyu's body surged sharply, and he quickly broke through to the divine realm, and also received a bone sword from the skeleton god general. He used the gathering strength technique. This time, he wanted to make a quick decision. When dealing with the guy who contains the power of rules, you must not delay time. He and Skeleton King raised their bone swords at the same time. Spell, Kill God. A sword that kills gods outputs it without sorting. Two dazzling galaxies appeared in front of the rune beast at the same time, and the power of the law galaxies poured out at the same time. Skeleton King's bone law in the galaxy, countless bones turned into skeletons, and at the same time they raised their swords, just like the Skeleton King, and swung the god-killing sword. Lin Moyu's immortal law galaxies rolled up huge waves, and the grey power of death turned into sharp swords and fell overwhelmingly on the rune beast. The body of the giant rune beast lit up with dazzling sword light at the same time. The hair flew around and the runes were broken. The body of the giant rune beast was almost cut into pieces, and it looked extremely miserable with blood and flesh flying everywhere. Two god-slaying swords chopped half of the rune beast into pieces, its body almost collapsed, and only its head was still intact. After the Skeleton King struck out with his sword, his huge body suddenly rushed in front of the giant rune beast, and raised his bone sword to strike at its head. When the giant sword fell on its head, the giant beast sprayed out a golden beam of light and landed on the Skeleton King. Both sides were fearless of death and unanimously chose a lose-lose style of play. Lin Moyu was shocked and stared at the Skeleton King closely. He didn't know whether the Skeleton King could withstand the attack of the golden beam. He would then clear other secret realms in this level. The armor on the Skeleton King bloomed with white light, confronting the golden beam. At this time, the white bone law galaxy appeared above the Skeleton King, and countless bones fell like raindrops, integrating with the Skeleton King, blocking the attack of the giant beast. Skeleton King did not turn into a golden skeleton like the skeleton god. Lin Moyu was determined. It seems that the Divine Lord can still block this power of rules. Although the power of rules is very strong, it is at a higher level than the power of a god. But the amount of the power of rules in the rune fragments is too small, unlike the gods who can regulate the law of galaxies and the endless supply of thousands of stars. With such a trace of the power of rules, there is still a long way to go to kill the God Lord. From this, Lin Moyu felt confident and knew how to deal with it in the future. The Skeleton King's giant sword swung like the wind, completely tearing the rune beast into pieces. The rune beast collapsed and turned into countless golden beams of light, flying in the secret realm. The sky split open, and a huge rune pillar stretched out. Golden light points flew into the rune pillar and formed a rune. Lin Moyu just glanced at it and stopped looking at it. Although this rune was only a corner and was broken, it was still not something he could touch. At this time, a huge hole was torn open in the space, and a big hand broke through the space and stretched out. The big hand was covered with runes, and it tore apart the space with a powerful momentum, flew over and grabbed the rune pillar. At the same time, a whirlpool exit appeared next to Lin Moyu. Get out. The reminder from the Human Emperor Network came as scheduled, almost the same as when in the Poisonous Beak secret realm. Outside the secret realm that was erupting violently with golden light suddenly stopped erupting. Hey, the eruption has stopped. Why did it stop so suddenly this time? It's different from before. Whatever, once the eruption stops, you can go in. We'll go in and do the mission. It is said that when the eruption just stopped, there were a lot of gold pyroxene, so it was easy to complete the task. Go, go, go. People who had been waiting outside the secret realm for several days rushed over to get into the secret realm. The vortex entering the secret realm is still spinning slowly, and it looks no different from usual. But when people communicate in the whirlpool, they find that they can't get in. What's going on? Why can't I get in? I can't enter either. It's so strange. The secret realm seems to be closed. Could it be that something happened in the secret realm? It's possible that the eruption has just ended, and the changes in the secret realm haven't ended yet, and we'll be in Lianlian again. Now we can only wait. There is no other way. A group of people gathered around the entrance to the secret realm, talking a lot. Thousands of kilometers away in the uninhabited starry sky, the space was slightly distorted, and Lin Moyu appeared. People's attention is basically in the secret realm now, and no one noticed Lin Moyu, who appeared silently. Lin Moyu was so happy that he immediately turned into a stream of light and left. Otherwise, when Renhuang Network releases an announcement, he will become a rare breed and be watched by people, which will not be a good feeling. Someone noticed Lin Moyu leaving, but they only saw a streak of light. Lin Moyu was so fast that he flew 150,000 kilometers in 1 second and completely disappeared from sight in 2 seconds. Amid everyone's confusion and various discussions and speculations, the entrance to the secret realm suddenly shrank, the light group burst like a bubble, and then disappeared without a trace. At the same time that the secret realm disappeared, Lin Moyu, who was flying, received a reminder from the Human Emperor Network. Congratulations on completing the first phase of the Golden Brilliance Secret Realm mission, and you will be rewarded with 10 points of Divine City merit. Congratulations on completing the second phase of the Golden Brilliance Secret Realm mission, and you will be rewarded with 200 points of Divine City merit. Congratulations on clearing the Golden Glory Secret Realm. You will be rewarded with 300 points of Divine City merit. The Golden Brilliance Secret Realm only has 2 stages, one less than the Venomous Beak Secret Realm. The reward for clearing the level is the same as the Venomous Beak Secret Realm, which is 300 points of Divine City merit. The total reward is 510 points of Divine City merit, which is 50 points less than the Venomous Beak Secret Realm. Overall, the difference is not big. Enough of the merits of the Divine City. After receiving the reminder, Lin Moyu chose a nearby small meteorite. He punched a big hole in the meteorite with a casual punch, and the whole person got into it. Communicating with the Human Emperor Network, Lin Moyu's consciousness entered the Human Emperor Network and went to the Fu Master Association located in the Human Emperor Network. He is going to undergo the 5th level Talisman Master certification. As soon as I entered the Human Emperor Network, I saw a huge announcement. Announcement from Divine City, Junior Staff Member Lin Moyu has successfully cleared the Golden Glory Secret Realm of Galaxy number 12301. This secret realm will be completely closed from now on, and related tasks will also be cancelled. As expected, Renhuang Network has released a new announcement. If he still stayed outside the secret realm, he would probably be watched by everyone. These practitioners are not fools and can definitely guess their identities. Closing the announcement, Lin Moyu sent his will on the Human Emperor Network, sent it to the Talisman Master Association. Everyone outside the original site of the Jinhui Secret Realm was completely blown away. The secret realm has disappeared. For most people, this situation will never happen once in their lifetime. Then someone exclaimed, "Hurry up," and read the announcement from Renhuang Network. After everyone looked at the announcement, they were all speechless. No one could have imagined that the secret realm disappeared because someone cleared the entire Golden Brilliance Secret Realm. Lin Moyu? I remember not long ago, he also cleared the Poisonous Beak Secret Realm in Galaxy 12998, right? Yes, that's him. Many people went to Galaxy 12998 to look for him, but they couldn't find him. I didn't expect that he would come to our place and clear the Jinhui Secret Realm. Do you think he was the person who went in during the eruption? Who else could be there besides him? At that time, the secret realm erupted so violently that he was the only one in the entire secret realm. I saw someone suddenly leaving just now. It should be him. He cleared the secret realm and then left. Probably, he is really a powerful guy. It should be said that those who can pass the secret realm are not existences that we can imagine. This sentence expressed the thoughts of everyone present. In the history of the human race, there have been many first places in the 4-star region competition, and one will inevitably be produced in each competition. Although the first place winners in the 4-star field competition are all geniuses, there are also gaps between geniuses. The gold content is different. In the eyes of the cultivators in the Divine City, those who can clear the secret realm are the real top geniuses. Lin Moyu is such a top genius. Not only did he take first place in the 4-star field competition, he also cleared 2 secret realms in a row. The people in the Divine City became lively again. Everyone in Xincheng saw the announcement and knew that Lin Moyu had cleared the secret realm for the second time. This time, Lin Moyu's popularity has once again reached the sky. Almost everyone is talking about Lin Moyu. In a certain star in the primary area of the Divine City star territory, Dongfang's clenched his fists with strong jealousy in his eyes. Lin Moyu, it's you again. Why do you always get the limelight? I don't believe I can't compare to you, I don't believe it. I also want to clear the secret realm. I can do what you can do. Dongfang's was very unconvinced. Why could Lin Moyu pass the secret realm? He must also be able to do it. In another area, Su's Shining Star had just finished a low. After seeing the announcement from the Divine City, he couldn't help but smile. Seeing your brother Lin is getting better and better. He was not jealous at all, but regarded Lin Moyu as his goal, and he was also happy for Lin Moyu. At this time, someone found Su Jianqing. He was wearing a suit of luxurious armor and exuded the aura of a little god. Su Jianqing has seen between 1,000 and 800 little gods, but he intuitively believes that among all the little gods he has seen, the one in front of him is definitely the strongest. Especially the markings on this man's armor made Su Jianqing's eyes shrink, and he guessed the other person's identity. Hello, junior brother Su, my name is Guan Tian, and I would like to ask you something about Lin Moyu. In the Human Emperor Network, a magnificent pagoda stands. In the eyes of others, this is just a very exquisite and gorgeous pagoda. But in Lin Moyu's eyes, he saw a deeper message. No matter where you are, the world is full of rules and restrictions. It's the same even in the Human Emperor Network. Many forces and families have corresponding territories in the Human Emperor Network. But the brilliance of a building is not something you can decide at will. What determines all this is the meritorious service of the Divine City, the total meritorious service of this force. The more meritorious deeds in the Divine City, the higher the territory and authority it can possess. Judging from the pagoda of the Talisman Masters Association, Erwi's achievements in the Divine City have been astonishing. It is also enough to show that there are countless strong people in the Talisman Master Association. There are countless runes painted on the outside of the pagoda, and these runes are shining. Lin Moyu, 497, glanced at it and knew that these runes were virtualized by the Human Emperor Network. In the Human Emperor Network, they also have powerful abilities. The entire pagoda is actually a powerful talisman array. Once deployed, the combat power will be amazing. Lin Moyu believes that there must be such a pagoda in the real world. In fact, many matters in the Renhuang network can have their prototypes found in reality. Lin Moyu came to the pagoda and the door opened automatically. He is a member of the Talisman Masters Association. Although he has no rank, he is already qualified to enter the Talisman Masters Association. While entering the pagoda, various rules about the Virtue Masters Association appeared in front of Lin Moyu. The pagoda is divided into 9 floors, and only Talisman Masters of corresponding grades can enter each floor. Talisman Masters like Lin Moyu who have not yet reached a higher level, as well as first-level Talisman Masters, can only move on the first level. There are no staff here, so if you need anything, just contact Renhuang Network directly. In other words, all the affairs of the Talisman Masters Association here are managed by the Human Emperor Network. In this way, it will not affect the daily practice and research of Talisman Masters, nor will it affect the certification assessment of new Talisman Masters. If there is anything that requires other Talisman Masters, the Human Emperor Network will naturally notify and summon them. That's fine, Lin Moyu is too lazy to deal with too many people. He carefully looked at the specific details of the Talisman Master certification. Talisman Master certification is actually very simple. Talisman Masters of the 1st to 3rd levels only need to be able to draw the corresponding basic text. 100 basic runes is not a difficult task, basically a rune master can complete it. If you can't even do this, you are not worthy of becoming a Talisman Master. Starting from the 4th level, in addition to drawing high-level runes, there are also requirements for meritorious deeds in the Divine City. If you can draw a high-level rune and have 100 points of Divine City merit, you can become a 4th-level rune master. A 5th-level rune master must draw 10 high-level runes and have 1,000 points of Divine City merit. 6th-level Talisman Masters need to draw hundreds of high-level runes, and the merit points of the Divine City must reach 5,000 points. As for the 7th-level Talisman Master, there are no specific requirements written down. It should be said that Lin Moyu's authority does not allow specific requirements to be seen. Lin Moyu guessed that the talisman array should be drawn, and the merits of the Divine City must reach 10,000 points, or he must become an intermediate person. On the first floor of the empty pagoda, several people were scattered here and there. Without exception, they all held a book in their hands and were watching it with great interest. Lin Moyu just read the rules and knows what they are doing. They were looking up information related to runes. In the Talisman Masters Association, there is a very strange rule that this information can only be viewed in the Talisman Masters Association. Once you leave, you will not be able to access this information. These data can only be memorized and cannot be copied. This also ensures to a certain extent that the data will not be leaked. Lin Moyu suddenly thought, apply for Talisman Master grade certification. Please select the grade you want to certify. Renhuang Network quickly responded and gave Lin Moyu a choice. Certified First Level Talisman Master, Certified Second Level Talisman Master, Certified Third Level Talisman Master. There are no more options. Lin Moyu knows that he must first be certified as a third-level Talisman Master before he is eligible to continue certification. This is to prevent some people from accidentally mastering a high-level rune, skipping the first 3 levels and proceeding to the 4th-level Rune Master certification. This kind of thing has happened in history. This kind of Talisman Master who only masters one high-level rune is a kind of person who only pretends to be numbers. The Talisman Master Association does not need such a person. Certified Level 3 Talisman Master. After Lin Moyu made his choice, a rune lit up in the pagoda. He was then transported into a separate space. In front of him was a void and dark starry sky, with seemingly nothing. Start the 3rd level rune certification now. Please draw 100 different basic runes within 100 minutes. A countdown appeared in the dark void. 59:99, 59:98. 100 minutes is exactly 6,000 seconds. The countdown is displayed in seconds and continues to decrease, giving people a sense of tension. You need to draw 100 basic runes within 100 minutes. On average, 1 rune must be drawn every minute, which is not easy for many runes who have just mastered the runes. Perhaps the most familiar runes can be drawn in a few seconds. But when faced with those unfamiliar runes, it may take several minutes to draw one. Moreover, drawing runes does not just require drawing the appearance of the runes, it also requires a god. Every stroke needs to have a god in it, otherwise the runes will not be judged as failed and will have no effect. Renhuang Network is responsible for certification, fairness, strictness, no favoritism and no mercy. Lin Moyu began to draw runes. His fingers lightly moved across the void, his soul power flowing steadily, and he quickly drew a rune. His movements are graceful, smooth and pleasing to the eye. In just 5 seconds, a rune was completed, and then flew out and stopped in front of the dark void minister. The runes are sparkling and condensed, indicating that the runes have been drawn successfully and passed the verification of the Human Emperor Network. Lin Moyu kept drawing the runes without stopping. Every 5 seconds, a basic rune is drawn and quickly flies out. In the blink of an eye, the dark void was filled with various basic runes. Lin Moyu's speed has remained unchanged, maintaining 1 speed every 5 seconds. This is not his fastest speed at all, and this is not a battle, it is just a rune certification test, so there is no need to rush. If you are really in a hurry, 1 rune per second is not difficult. In just 500 seconds, all 100 runes were drawn. The countdown also stopped at this moment. 100 runes sparkled in the dark void, like a picture scroll, extremely beautiful. Certification is over, congratulations on successfully passing the certification. Congratulations, you have become a 3rd-level lottery master. Lin Moyu received a reminder from the Human Emperor Network that he had become a 3rd-level Talisman Master. He sent out the application again, application for Talisman Master grade certification. The first certification had just ended, and Lin Moyu immediately applied for the Talisman Master grade certification for the 2nd time. After testing, you meet the following Talisman Master level certification qualifications. Please select the grade you want to certify. 4th level Talisman Master. 5th level Talisman Master. Renhuang Network gives two options. If Lin Moyu now has tens of thousands of merits in the City of Gods, he can directly apply for certification as a 6th-level Talisman Master or even a 7th-level Mentor, carry out 5th-level Talisman Master certification. Lin Moyu made a choice, and now the 5th-level Talisman Master is enough for him. The Human Emperor Network accepted his choice, and this time even teleportation was omitted. All the hundreds of basic runes in front of him disappeared, and the countdown jumped to the 6,000 position again, which was still 6,000 seconds and 100 minutes. Please draw a high-level rune before the countdown ends. High-level talismans are given at a rate of 1 in 10 minutes, which is not easy for many talisman masters. The reason why advanced runes are called advanced runes is that their difficulty is by no means comparable to that of basic runes. Often a high-level rune contains multiple laws and functions. Many advanced runes can basically be regarded as a fusion of basic runes. Could it be that they rise in a straight line? All the records recorded in the Jade Book of Rules are high-level runes, and they are also the general outline of high-level runes. Some of the runes can even be divided into multiple high-level runes. After Lin Moyu mastered the basic runes, he directly studied the advanced characters in Xiyu. Although the difficulty is much higher, the starting point is still very high. With his amazing talent, Lin Moyu has mastered dozens of runes in rules. Through these general runes, hundreds of advanced ones can be separated. Lin Moyu swiped his fingers lightly and quickly drew a high-level rune. Advanced runes are several times more complex and the drawing speed is not as fast as the previous basic runes. This time it took Lin Moyu 10 seconds to draw a high-level rune. The high-level runes flew into the dark void and were verified by the Human Emperor Network. After a few seconds, the runes still existed and did not disappear or break, indicating that the verification was successful. 10 seconds later, there was another rune flying. Lin Moyu's drawing speed has changed from 5 seconds for basic runes to 1 for 10 seconds now. Just 100 seconds later, all 10 advanced runes were drawn. The countdown was set at 5,900 seconds. Certification is over. Congratulations on successfully passing the certification. Congratulations, you have become a 5th-level Talisman Master. Everything went smoothly without any surprises. Regarding the 5th-level Talisman Master certification, Lin Moyu originally felt that there should be no surprises. After all, my ability to draw symbols is there, and any accident would be considered abnormal. In the core area, old ancestor Su suddenly received a reminder from the Human Emperor Network. The Talisman Master Association will add a 5th-level Talisman Master. Name, Lin Moyu. Rune Talent Evaluation, Legend. Ancestor Su, who was studying the runes, suddenly stopped and looked strange. Mr. Lin on the side asked, strangely, what happened? Patriarch Su whispered, Boy Lin, I'm going to get certified as a Talisman Master. Mr. Lin was not surprised, his Talisman Master talent is very strong, and he has already joined the Talisman Master Association. What's so strange about going for certification? Patriarch Su said, I know that his rune talent is very strong, but... Just what? How many levels of Talisman Master is he going to certify? Mr. Lin raised his eyebrows and asked. Level 5, takes 100 seconds. At this time, Mr. Lin was also a little shocked. You mean, he used 100 Li to draw 10 high-level runes? The conversation between the two also attracted other big guys from the other side realm, and they all looked over curiously. Drawing 10 high-level runes in 100 seconds is not a difficult task for beings of their level. But for a newcomer who has only been exposed to runes for a short time, it is simply as difficult as climbing to the sky. They all had the same thought in their minds, is Lin Moyu's talent so strong? Patriarch Su nodded, pointed his finger, and projected a picture, which was exactly the picture of Lin Moyu performing authentication. In the picture, Lin Moyu picks up the runes with ease, and the whole process is extremely smooth, without any experience. It is normal not to feel pressure. These bosses all know it well. With Lin Moyu's soul level, it is not normal to have pressure. What they were watching was Lin Moyu's movements. Those skillful movements didn't look like a newcomer. And drawing a rune in 10 seconds is obviously not his limit. Lin Moyu gives people the feeling that he is just playing. Mr. Lin suddenly said, "Try his limit." Patriarch Su nodded, "I'm also a little curious." Mrs. Yu said with a smile, "Young friend Lin has cleared the second secret realm, don't you give me some more rewards? Rules are rules, but rules are dead and people are alive. I think this is a good opportunity. Give me some rewards, otherwise I won't be able to do it in the future." In the Talisman Masters Association pagoda, Lin Moyu was a little strange. Obviously, the authentication has ended. Why am I still in the authentication space and not being teleported out? What's wrong? Lin Moyu didn't know what happened and didn't bother to guess. It's impossible to guess anyway. After waiting for 10 minutes, the voice of Prison Phoenix Network sounded again. After testing, your speed of drawing runes has tied the highest record in the 5th level Talisman Master certification. You can try to challenge and set a new record. If successful, you will receive additional rewards. If you fail, there will be no penalty. Do you accept it? Is there such a good thing? Lin Moyu felt that things seemed a little weird. This doesn't look like something done by Renhuang Network. If there really were such conditions, we should have said it just now, not 10 minutes later. Now that I suddenly say this, it is obvious that someone is behind it. As for who is controlling it, Lin Moyu is not stupid and can naturally guess it. But since it is a reward delivered to your door, Lin Moyu will not be polite. He chose to accept the challenge. Renhuang Network once again issued a reminder. Please note that the better the new record you create, the more additional rewards you will receive. Lin Moyu nodded, got it. This sentence is not like the approach of Renhuang Network. Lin Moyu is 100% sure that there must be a group of big guys from the other side watching him behind. You just want to see how fast I can draw runes, so I'll let you guys see it. Lin Moyu's eyes penetrated the dark void, as if he saw the Italian bigwigs on the other side of the infinite distance. Please start your challenge, the timer will start after you take action. The pitch-black void was swept away, and the timer returned to 0. This time it is no longer a countdown, but a countdown. Time is no longer measured in seconds, but is accurate to 3 decimal places. The moment Lin Moyu started drawing the symbols, the timer started beating crazily. Lin Moyu's drawing speed was astonishingly fast, and a lot of afterimages appeared on his fingers. At this moment, the soul power no longer flowed slowly, but turned into a surging river, rushing over. In the eyes of outsiders, this kind of soul power, which rises and falls suddenly, is like a wave of soul power, which is a taboo for drawing runes. The runes require steady power, and the entire text requires a special balance. Lin Moyu guessed well. In the core area, a group of big guys from the other side realm were staring at Lin Moyu. All the circumstances of Lin Moyu's drawing of the runes were revealed in their eyes. Oops, he's too anxious. The soul power seems to be a little out of control, and it shouldn't be like this. Activating the soul power in this way will make the runes unstable, and the gain will outweigh the loss. One by one, the big guys from the other side expressed their opinions. Ancestor Su chuckled, you guys know nothing, just watch it. Based on his understanding of Lin Moyu, it is impossible for Lin Moyu to really lose control of his soul power. There must be a reason for him to do this. In his eyes, Lin Moyu's calmness far exceeds that of most people. Not like a young man at all, but more like an extremely experienced old man. Whatever you do, be measured. Suddenly someone shouted, his soul power. You have such strong control, how did you do this? His control of his own power has reached an extremely low level. Even ordinary gods are not as good as him. In the picture, the surging soul power suddenly became stable when it merged into the runes. The quantity has not changed, it is still astonishing and huge, but it has become stable. The huge waves disappeared and it was calm for a while. A large amount of soul power was manipulated by Lin Moyu and turned into a rune god. In just 3 seconds, a high-level rune came into being and flew into the dark void. Lin Moyu didn't bother to look at the verification results and continued to look at it on his own. The runes appear in succession, and a new rune appears every 3 seconds. In just 30 seconds, 10 advanced runes have been drawn. Time freezes when the last rune is completed. 29.988, not even 30 seconds. With this kind of speed, even the people from the other side continent have to praise, it's really fast. Of course, it can't be compared with them, but it is enough to kill most talisman masters instantly. Those 7th level talisman masters may not be faster than Lin Moyu. The faster you can draw runes, it not only proves your proficiency in the runes, but also demonstrates your control over power. The two need to be perfectly combined to finally achieve the speed of drawing runes. Patriarch Su chuckled, whatever, I'll just say, he's fine. This kid's talent in runes is really ridiculously strong. Mrs. Yu smiled softly, it's a pity that the Holy Lord won't let you accept him as your disciple. Mr. Lin blew his beard and said, at Lin's level, who is qualified to be his teacher? Patriarch Su's expression remained unchanged, don't tell me, even the Holy Lord has no intention of accepting him as his disciple. I suspect that the Holy Lord does not dare to accept him because he is afraid that he will not be able to teach. Madame Jade's smile became even more melodious. You dared to say that while the Holy Lord was not around, I will tell you what you said to the Holy Lord later. Patriarch Su was very thick-skinned and not afraid at all, I'm just telling the truth. As he spoke, his soul stirred and he wrote on the Renhuang network to communicate. The reminder from Renhuang network rang in my ears. Congratulations on setting a new record for level 5 Talisman Master certification, the new record is 29.988. Congratulations on getting additional rewards, 1000 points of Divine City merit, and access to 6th level Talisman Master information. Lin Moyu was slightly surprised after receiving the reward. This reward is too good. The 6th level Talisman Master's Information Inquiry Authority is already a good reward for me. 1000 points of Divine City merit is a completely unexpected reward. Based on his understanding of the difficulty of obtaining meritorious deeds from the Divine City, it was impossible to obtain such a high reward. Not even if he sets a new record. You need to know how much reward you get for clearing a secret realm. There are many dangers in the secret realm, and you will die in it if you are not careful. In a life and death crisis, the reward is only over 500 points. How can it be possible to award 1000 points for setting a new record? Lin Moyu thought for a moment and explained the reason. This reward was actually specially given to me. As for why it should be specially given to myself, it is actually very easy to understand. It is because I have cleared 2 secret realms. Although there are clearance rewards, it is obvious that the clearance rewards are not enough, but under the rules of the Human Emperor Network, the merits of the Divine City cannot be given away casually. This time I am using my reputation to give myself some rewards. It can also be inferred from this that although these big guys in the other side realm can interfere with the Human Emperor Network and manipulate the Human Emperor Network to a certain extent, but it cannot completely violate the rules of Renhuang Network. Why this is the case can only prove that Renhuang Network has its own will. This is something I have discovered a long time ago and even tried to prove. If you forcibly violate the will of Renhuang Network, it may lead to some unpredictable results. Therefore, even a big boss in the other side realm must act within certain rules. With a blur in front of his eyes, Lin Moyu returned to the Talisman Society Pagoda. After checking his permissions, he knew that he could move freely between the 1st and 5th floors. Each level represents a Talisman Master of a corresponding grade, and each has its own rune information, which he can read as he wishes. At the same time, he can also check the information of the 6th level Talisman Master. These materials include various runes, various materials related to the runes, and various rune blades. Lin Moyu immediately looked for the talisman blade handed over by Wangxing Renhuang Network makes various operations simple. All he needs is an idea, and Renhuang Network can help him find the corresponding information. The talisman blade handed over by Wang Xing was quickly found. Fortunately, the talisman blade was not borrowed and was still in the Array Master Association's warehouse. Lin Moyu immediately applied for use. Lin Moyu was in the meteorite in the starry sky when a ball of light suddenly lit up in front of his eyes. A talisman blade appeared in the light group. In the Divine City Star territory, the power of the Human Emperor network is very powerful, and it is not difficult to interfere with reality. Things like talisman blades can be transmitted directly through the Human Emperor network. There is no need to use special battleships to deliver whatever is needed like in the 4 major star regions. Compared with the 2, it is really much more convenient. The talisman blade can be borrowed for 10 days, and it will be returned automatically after 10 days. However, you can apply to borrow it again, and each borrowing period is 10 days. During this period, the talisman blade cannot be damaged. If damaged, compensation will be required. Either a grade-level rune item will be lost, or the corresponding Divine City merit will be deducted. Lin Moyu put away the talisman blade, rushed out of the meteorite, and shot towards the ancient battlefield. In the core area, Ancestor Su finally finished studying the newly acquired ancient runes. Several powerful people from the other side realm were staring at old Ancestor Su. Ancestor Su is the one who has traveled the furthest with the runes among them. Even several saints are not as good as Patriarch Su in this aspect. Patriarch Su sighed, the runes in the Glory Secret Realm are also third-class ancient symbols, and they are also one corner, and they come from the same source as the runes in the Venomous Beak Secret Realm. Although I haven't gained much, I can deduce that this complete ancient talisman should be a peak 4th order ancient talisman, or even a 5th order ancient talisman. After hearing about the 5th level ancient talisman, everyone's faces showed a look of shock. They know very well that the difference between one level of ancient runes is the difference between heaven and earth. The gap is far greater than the gap between basic runes and advanced runes. Mr. Lin murmured, if we can really restore the 5th level ancient talisman, can we go to the ancient ruins? He didn't say anything, but everyone told him what he meant. Patriarch Su took over his words and said, I can only say that there is hope. You can give it a try when the time comes. The specifics will depend on the power and function of the ancient talisman. Judging from the situation in several secret realms of the Venomous Be Golden Glory, this rune should be an attack rune. It may contain some earth-shattering ancient forbidden law. When the ancient forbidden law was mentioned, everyone was in awe, and everyone looked very serious. Mrs. Yu sighed, I hope that Mr. Lin can clear a few more secret realms. Maybe we can restore the entire ancient talisman. 523, Mr. Lin frowned and said, should you tell Mr. Lin and ask him to find a secret realm to clear the level? Patriarch Su shook his head, I don't think it's appropriate. And I also know that some things can't be forced. Mrs. Yu frowned, what if we don't tell you, but just guide you? Patriarch Su still disagreed, let's wait until Holy Lord Hao comes back and ask, let him make the decision. Mrs. Yu also knew that this matter should not be rushed, I don't know what happened to the Holy Lord. The giant tree in the starry sky is not easy to deal with. I believe that Saint Hao, with the power of Saint Hao, there should be no problem. Indeed, the power of the Holy Lord is comparable to that of you and me. It would be great if our human race could have a few more saints. Lin Moyu returned to the ancient battlefield as quickly as possible. The ancient battlefield was as quiet as snow, without any movement. Return to the bottom of the cliff, find the correct cave entrance, and come to the bottom of the cave. On the rock wall in front of him, signs appeared one by one. Lin Moyu took the talisman blade and used the runes on the talisman blade to find the corresponding runes on the rock wall. Place the rune blade on the corresponding rune on the rock wall and stab it gently. The extremely solid rock wall suddenly became as soft as tofu in front of the knife. The runes on the rock wall glowed with dazzling light, and a dark passage appeared at the same time. Lin Moyu walked in without hesitation. Passed through a layer of separation and came to another dimension. Waves of thrilling roars resounded in his ears. and a large number of evil spirits appeared in front of him. Hundreds of evil spirits, large and small, bared their teeth and claws in front of them, roaring continuously. Weak evil souls only have the realm of true gods. The big evil spirit has already reached the small god, and even touched the edge of the god. They bit at Lin Moyu's body, trying to tear Lin Moyu into pieces, but unfortunately they were blocked by the Hell of Bones. Bone Hell is automatically activated when a ghast attacks. Hell shrouded all the evil spirits in it, and the slaves in Hell began to fight with the evil spirits. There are many evil spirits who are close to gods, and the slaves in the Bone Hell are no match for them. Lin Moyu glanced coldly, and shot beams appeared above his head. All the evil spirits felt the terror of the soul-shooting bow and ran away screaming. The purple soul arrows shot out like lightning, and none of the evil souls hit could survive. Lin Moyu only killed some of the most powerful evil spirits, and left the rest to the Bone Hell. He began to look at the space and saw the main rune that was still shining. Finally I saw it. Lin Moyu had a hint of joy in his eyes, finally seeing the rune he wanted to see. This is the center of the entire talisman array in the ancient battlefield, where the runes are used. Although the talisman array was severely damaged, most of the effort had been lost. But the soul fire rune contained within it still exists. Lin Moyu saw the soul fire runes and wrote down the partially intact ones. Now he came here and saw the main rune. The huge main rune is suspended in the space, with countless veins and lines connecting it. Unfortunately, most of these veins have now been disconnected and damaged. The main rune is the core of the entire talisman array. On weekdays, most of the operation of the talisman array relies on the main rune. Now the main rune has been severely damaged, with less than 1/5 remaining. With the remaining 1/5, Yuan still plays a certain role. At least in the independent space it created, the soul fire runes still existed. Lin Moyu was fascinated, observed and analyzed carefully. This is a fusion rune, composed of at least hundreds of high-level runes. The fusion method of the main runes is very clever, and the level of this rune is very high. Except for the ancient runes, this is the highest grade rune I have ever seen. Even the runes recorded in rules are not as advanced as it. The main function of the remaining runes should be to empty to create an independent space, a powerful space. This space not only needs to accommodate the soul fire rune, but also guides the power in the rune and turns it into one's own use. It's really amazing. The person who created this rune is a genius. Lin Moyu was completely fascinated. He observed carefully and analyzed and understood bit by bit. Through the study of the main runes, Lin Moyu feels that his knowledge of the runes has increased a lot. The embodiment of one's own runes becomes more complete. I gained a lot, but unfortunately the level of the main rune is too high, beyond Lin Moyu's current ability to understand. Many harvests are hidden, like seeds, which can only be buried in the soil and wait for them to sprout. Lin Moyu memorized the main runes, including form and spirit. It is not like ancient runes, which Lin Moyu can record. This also shows that its level is indeed lower than the ancient runes. Ancient runes cannot be memorized. If you force them to memorize them, they will be forgotten naturally in a short time. However, the main runes of the ancient battlefield, including the soul fire runes, can be written down and will not be forgotten. Lin Moyu decided to search for a few more ancient battlefields and compare the runes in them. The damaged areas of each ancient battlefield are different, and the damage sustained by Zaiwen is also different. If we can find enough ancient battlefields and compare them with each other, we may be able to restore the talisman array of the entire ancient battlefield. In fact, you can also ask Patriarch Su for the formation during the 4-star region competition. It is now completely certain that the formations used in the 4-star region competition are imitations of ancient battlefield formations. It's just that the imitation is incomplete and has many flaws. This is also the reason why Lin Moyu plans to restore the formation by himself. It's not that he doesn't believe in Patriarch Su, but that he believes in himself more. After writing down the runes, Lin Moyu left the ancient battlefield. Instead of returning to the Chu 12301 galaxy, he chose a new goal and headed to the Chu 13283 galaxy. He can completely imagine that the galaxy Chu 12301 must be overcrowded again now. As soon as the Renhuang network announcement was made, a lot of people were bound to come looking for him. Although flying by yourself takes a lot of time, it won't all be wasted. He can go to the Talisman Master Tower to check the Talisman Master's information and obtain richer knowledge. You can also learn rules and master more texts. In short, every minute and every second can be used and will not be wasted at all. Not long after leaving the ancient battlefield, Lin Moyu received a message from Su Jianqing. Lin Moyu was a little surprised. Why did Su Jianqing send him a message? The message didn't say anything specific, just contact me when I'm free and have a chat. The ground chat here is naturally not in the real world, but in the virtual world in Renhuang Network. Su Jianqing also gave Lin Moyu a coordinate in the message, a coordinate in the Renhuang Network. Lin Moyu sat on the skeleton dragon, and his consciousness entered the human emperor network and was transferred to the coordinates given by Su Jianqing. In the Renhuang Network, there is no danger, and Lin Moyu doesn't have to worry too much. The picture ripples like water ripples, and in front of you is an antique courtyard. There are many flowers, plants, and trees planted here, which are colorful and colorful. The strange thing is that every flower, every grass, every tree is different, and nothing is repeated. Although this is a virtual world, it can also explain the character of the owner of the courtyard. The owner of the courtyard should also be colorful and adventurous at heart. The door to the small courtyard was open, and Lin Moyu stepped inside. The fragrance of flowers and plants hits your face, and in a certain area, Renhuang Network simulates the corresponding fragrance. Lin Moyu frowned slightly. It wasn't that he didn't like the scent of flowers and herbs, but he just didn't like the smell created by mixing so many scents together. There are also a lot of flowers and plants planted in the yard, just like outside, there is still no repetition. There are thousands of species of flowers and plants here. This arrangement is really unusual. In Lin's courtyard, there was a small table. Su Jianqing and another person were sitting at the table, seemingly talking. Seeing Lin Moyu, Su Jianqing immediately stood up and said, "Senior brother Lin." Lin Moyu nodded. "Junior brother Su, why are you suddenly looking for me?" As he spoke, he looked at the man next to Su Jianqing. He was a strong man, nearly 2 meters tall, with a burly build that could compete with Chu Xiong. Lin Moyu guessed that Su Jianqing's search for him should be related to him. The other party did not hide the information. Consultant Tian, little god. Lin Moyu vaguely remembered that he should have seen the name Guan Tian Tian. Soon I searched for Consultant Tian in my memory. In the Divine City Star territory, there are many secret realms, but only a few can pass them. Anyone who can clear the secret realm will be classified as a top genius. Consultant Tian is one of them, and it is also the best among them. Consultant Tian has cleared 3 secret realms in total. There have not been many people like him in the human race throughout the ages. Before Su Jianqing could speak, Guan Tian Tian had already taken the lead and said, "I asked Junior Brother Su, but actually it was me who had something to do with Junior Brother Lin." There was a hint of domineering in his words, which was obviously a temperament developed after being in a high position for a long time. He is domineering, but not overbearing. He looks very extraordinary. Lin Moyu had already guessed it and raised his hands towards Advisor Tian. "What does Senior Brother Gu want from me?" Consultant Tian said, "In recent times, I have been hearing about Junior Brother Lin and want to invite Junior Brother to join us." Lin Moyu's eyes moved slightly. "Join you?" Consultant Tian smiled and looked very friendly. "Junior Brother Lin may have never heard of us. We are called the Secret Realm Strategy Team, and outsiders call us the Strategy Team. Our strategy team is divided into 3 levels, junior high school and high school. I am the leader of the junior team. What we do is to conquer the secret realm. There are not many of us, but we are all geniuses. We have all cleared at least one secret realm. An organization established specifically for the purpose of conquering secret realms. There are not many of them, but they are all elite talents. You must clear at least one secret realm to be eligible to join them. Because I had cleared 2 secret realms, Consultant Tian took the initiative to invite me. Lin Moyu quickly clarified his thoughts and neither refused nor agreed. What benefits can I get from joining you? Lin Moyu's question is very realistic. If there is no benefit, why join? Is it just to contribute to your secret realm strategy team? Lin Moyu has not reached such a noble level. Anyway, it's not impossible for me to conquer the secret realm. Consultant Tian smiled with confidence in his eyes. There are certainly benefits. First of all, our strategy team can provide a large amount of secret realm information. It is not the kind of secret realm information in the Human Emperor network, but more detailed and comprehensive secret realm information. Secondly, we can provide many exclusive magic weapons for use in the secret realm. These magic weapons can save lives in the secret realm. Also, in addition to conquering the secret realm, we are also studying the secret realm and looking for the root of the secret realm. This information can also be shared. Lin Moyu felt something strange in his heart. Just listening to Guanguantian's words was indeed a bit tempting. Entering the secret realm, the most important thing is actually a lot of information. As long as there is enough information about the secret realm, many dangers can be avoided. As for the exclusive magic weapon, secondly, Lin Moyu is confident in his own life-saving means. Lin Moyu also has his own guess about the root of the final secret realm. It would be better if more information can be obtained to confirm each other. However, there is no such thing as a free lunch. If you want to get something, you must pay accordingly. He looked at Consultant Tian and said bluntly, "What do I need to do?" Consultant Tian laughed. Junior brother Lin is really happy. In this world, only those who give will be rewarded. The information in the group is actually a collection of everyone's own experiences. If junior brother Lin needs to check that information, he only needs to hand in his experience information about the secret realm. We will evaluate and give a grade. As long as the level is reached, you can view all the information in the same level. The grades mentioned by Guanguatian and the grades in the Talisman Masters Association are actually the same thing. For the corresponding grade, you can view the corresponding information. There is nothing wrong with this. Lin Moyu asked, "Tell me more specifically how the grades are divided." At this moment, Lin Moyu had shown enough interest. Consultant Tianyao also knew that Lin Moyu was interested, so he immediately explained in detail the specific divisions of the strategy group. The condition for joining the strategy group is to clear a secret realm. After clearing the secret realm, there will be an announcement on the Human Emperor network. This cannot be faked. After joining the strategy team, you become a first-level team member. After that, continue to conquer the secret realm. If you can successfully clear another secret realm, you can become a second-level team member. After clearing 3 secret realms, you can become a third-level team member. Of course, you don't have to clear the secret realm to improve your level. After all, the secret realm is too difficult and dangerous, and not many people can actually pass it. As long as further information in the secret realm can be provided, the level can also be improved. For example, there are 3 stages in the Venomous Beak secret realm. No one has ever entered the second stage. You entered and obtained the information of the second stage. Even if you don't pass the second stage, as long as you submit this information to the team, you can still improve your level. Of course, this improvement is slower and may require several pieces of information. Unlike Lin Moyu, as long as he joins the strategy team and turns in the information about the Venomous Bee secret realm and the Golden Brilliance secret realm, he will directly become a second-level team member. The sudden appearance of Consultant World and the extended olive branch surprised Lin Moyu. In fact, Lin Moyu himself is very interested in various secrets of ancient times. However, a lot of information may be hidden in secrets one after another. If you can understand those runes, you may be able to obtain many secrets from ancient times. Originally, he planned to continue looking for suitable secret realms and see if he could clear a few more levels. He would do this even if it was purely for the sake of meritorious deeds in the Divine City. After receiving excessive rewards, I no longer care about basic tasks. To advance to the intermediate level, you need 10,000 God City meritorious deeds. Each basic mission requires 10 points of Divine City merit, which requires 1,000 points. For many practitioners, that is hundreds or even hundreds of years. He didn't want to waste hundreds of years on this link. But the secret realm is indeed dangerous. Lin Moyu knows 1, 2, 3 very well. If he is not careful, he may capsize in the gutter. If there is enough information, it will be completely different. By gathering a large amount of data, many possibilities can be analyzed to avoid dangers. At present, it seems that joining the Secret Realm strategy team will not do any harm to you. And with the Emperor network around, he doesn't have to worry about the attack team being detrimental to him. Junior brother Lin, how are you thinking? Consultant Tian's eyes were full of confidence, as if he was sure that Lin Moyu would definitely join. Lin Moyu smiled, I seem to have no reason to refuse. Consultant Tian's smile became even brighter, and there was really no reason to refuse. Only by helping each other can we reach the true peak. Our goal is not only to reach the other shore, but also to transcend the other shore. Consultant God knows the existence of the other side realm. Lin Moyu is not surprised by this. He even felt that behind the Secret Realm strategy team, there might be a big boss from the other side realm. Just like there are big bosses from the other shore realm behind the Talisman Master Association. To say who benefits the most from clearing the secret realm, it is naturally those on the other side. Lin Moyu received an invitation from Consultant Day. Advisor Tian invites you to join the Secret Realm strategy team, do you agree? Choose agree. You have joined the Secret Realm strategy group. Your level in the Secret Realm strategy group has been raised to level 2. From this moment on, Lin Moyu has one more piece of character information. A second-level member of the Secret Realm strategy team. It's just that he doesn't have permission to view the information at this stage yet. He needs to submit detailed information about Thunder Bee and the Gold Medal Secret Realm in the next few days. Otherwise, he, as a second-level team member, is only in name, and his authority has not been fully released. The Secret Realm strategy team also operates under the leadership of the Human Emperor Network. Renhuang Network will not have loopholes for you to exploit. Consultant Tian let out a hearty laugh and said, Welcome Junior Brother Lin to join us. If we have the opportunity in the future, we can treat Junior Brother Lin to a drink in the real world. Lin Moyu smiled slightly, okay. Consultant Tian said, when Junior Brother Lin is free, he will hand over the information on the 2 secret realms, and the Imperial Network will verify it soon. Lin Moyu nodded, that's all right now. As he spoke, he closed his eyes slightly, communicated with the Human Emperor Network with his soul, and quickly handed over the information in his mind in the form of memory. His soul is extremely powerful, and the speed of transferring the information to the Human Emperor Network is also very fast, and it is completed in less than 10 seconds. Lin Moyu opened his eyes again, the information has been handed in. Consultant Tian looked surprised, so fast? He immediately went to check and found that Lin Moyu had indeed handed in the clearance information for the Venomous Bee Secret Realm and the Gold Medal Secret Realm. The information is being verified at the moment and the results will be available soon. He has also submitted information, so of course he knows the process. This method of handing over is communication at the soul level, which requires concentrated soul power to transmit data in the form of memory. The whole process takes about 10 minutes. Unexpectedly, Lin Moyu only took more than 10 seconds and handed in 2 copies at once. He did not doubt the authenticity of the information submitted by Lin Moyu. In front of the Renhuang Network, there was no way it could be faked. This can only show that Lin Moyu's soul is astonishingly strong, at least much stronger than him. Guan Tian gave a thumbs up, Junior Brother Lin, what a strong soul. Lin Moyu smiled slightly, but it was nothing. Soon, Renhuang Network's verification was completed and it was determined that the 2 documents submitted by Lin Moyu were authentic and valid. Lin Moyu's identity as a second-tier team member is also completely confirmed. He can view all information below the 2nd level in the Secret Realm Strategy Group. The Secret Realm Strategy Group is different from the Talisman Master Association in that they can directly call up the information and are not limited to where to look. Unlike the Talisman Master Association, you have to go to the Talisman Master Pagoda in the Human Emperor Network to view the information. But there is one rule that is the same. The information in the Secret Realm Strategy Group is not allowed to be shared outside. Advisor Tian is gone, and his mission this time is to invite Lin Moyu. Now that the mission is completed, he retires with success. After Lin Moyu and Su Jianqing chatted for a few more words, they parted again. This is the world. It is normal to divide and combine. After the 4-star field competition, everyone went back to their homes. Chu Xiong and Zhuang Bai returned to the Suzaku Star territory first, as did Shui Jilan and Qing Fei. However, they agreed to enter the Divine City together next year and explore the Divine City together. Lin Moyu originally didn't want to come to Divine City, he also wanted to visit other star regions. But due to a strange combination of circumstances, he still entered the Divine City. Once again, he accidentally gained some fame in the Divine City and became the center of attention. This is uncertainty. There is a lot of uncertainty in everything. Even the law of fate cannot accurately describe profit. What we see through the law of destiny is just a possibility for the future. This is why Lin Moyu is always cautious. Maybe if you enter any secret realm, you will leave your life inside. Lin Moyu's consciousness returned to himself, and he was still thinking about the previous conversation with Consultant Tian. Before the consultant left, Lin Moyu asked him, "Why are there so many flowers and plants here, and each one is unique?" Consultant Tian's answer made him a little stunned. There was some sadness in Guan Tian's eyes at that time, and there was also a sigh in his voice. This is a projection of reality, and there is a similar courtyard in the real world. 2.4. Every time a team member dies in the secret realm, there will be an extra flower, a blade of grass, or a tree. Every flower, every blade of grass, every tree is unique and represents a unique life. Perhaps one day, I will become a member here. But I hope that one day, I want to explore the secrets of the world and reach the real end. It must be said that Guan Tian is an idealistic person, and Lin Moyu agrees with him very much. But whether it can reach the end depends on fate. Lin Moyu sighed, who doesn't want to reach the real end, but can it be achieved? Maybe one day, I will become a flower, a piece of grass, or a tree. But no matter what, we have to go and can't stop. Wipe away distracting thoughts and start checking the information in the Secret Realm Strategy Group. The information in the Secret Realm Strategy team is very complete. As a second-level team member of Lin Moyu, he has seen most of the Secret Realm information in the primary area. Of course, not all Secret Realms have information, and some Secret Realm information is still blank. Looking at this information, Lin Moyu has a systematic understanding of the secret realms in the entire Divine City Star territory. He no longer has only vague concepts like before. In the Divine City Star territory, there are currently 6,691 secret realms, distributed in 3 areas: high, medium, and elementary. The advanced area currently has 281 secret realms, and 1 secret realm has been cleared. The intermediate area currently has 722 secret realms, and 12 secret realms have been cleared. The primary area currently has 5,688 secret realms, and 16 secret realms have been cleared. Among them, the number of secret realms in the advanced area is the least. There were originally 282 secret realms in total, but 1 secret realm was cleared later, and there are currently 281 secret realms left. The characteristic of these secret realms is danger, extremely dangerous. According to the information, if the god is below the 7th level, he will die if he enters. The information did not say who specifically cleared this secret realm, but it can be imagined that it must be a very powerful person. In the Secret Realm Strategy team, the team members are divided into 9 levels, ranging from level 1 to level 9. Generally speaking, those who are active in the primary area are team members below level 3. Like Consultant Tion, as a team in the primary area, he is only a 3rd level team member. It is not easy to be promoted to a 4th level team member. You need to submit the secret information of the big star. Of course, if you clear a few secret realms, you can ascend smoothly. Judging from the data, since the human race began in modern times, and over a period of more than 100,000 years, there were only 174 secret realms that were actually cleared. There are less than 100 geniuses who have broken through the secret realm. Because some people have opened up more than one secret realm, but the number of people who have sacrificed their lives to clear the secret realm has exceeded 3,000. All of these 3,000 people are geniuses, and some of them are top geniuses who have passed through the secret realm. It can be seen that the secret realm is really difficult and dangerous. After reading the general information, Lin Moyu began to check the specific secret information. The secret information is like a vast ocean, enough for Lin Moyu to read for a long time. He can't just look at the information from one secret realm. He needs to read multiple information together and corroborate each other to achieve better results. Like the Golden Glory secret realm and the Venomous Bee secret realm, the two have many similarities. According to Lin Moyu's understanding of the secret realm, both secret realms evolved from a fragment of the same rune. Therefore, the two secret realms have many similarities. The same is true for other secret realms, and may be related to other secret realms. Lin Moyu soon fell into the ocean of knowledge. He began to absorb a large amount of information about the secret realm, thereby guessing how to clear the secret realm and how to ensure his own safety. At this time, there are still almost 120 days to go before the destination, galaxy number 13283, which is enough for him to read all the information. In a distant place that is still 90,000 light-years away from the human star field, a giant tree in the starry sky is sailing at high speed. Its size is too large, larger than an ordinary galaxy. It was running rampant. Even if there were stars blocking it, it would not change its direction and just crash into it. The stars were shattered by it. Countless vines are flying, taking away all the stars along the way. It engulfs the star into its rhizome and absorbs its power. When Lin Moyu saw it in the Guancher Hall before, there was only one star wrapped in its rhizome. The number of stars has now increased to 3. One of the lights has become very dim and is about to go out. Suddenly, it stopped. A giant eye appeared on the tree. The giant eye is much larger than the stars. In the giant eye, there seems to be another starry sky. The branches and vines of the giant tree in the starry sky dance slowly in the starry sky. Although they are only dancing unconsciously, the space still makes a sound like cloth being torn. A large number of spider web-like cracks appeared in the space, as if it would collapse at any time. Its giant eyes looked forward, reflecting a figure. "You want to stop me?" A huge voice sounded in the starry sky. The space shattered like glass, revealing a huge black hole. A large amount of energy turbulence flew out from behind the space and wreaked havoc in the starry sky. Fortunately, this is an uninhabited starry sky, otherwise the nearby galaxies would be destroyed. Saint Hao stood quietly in the energy turbulence, and the energy turbulence actively avoided him. "This is not the place you should come, go back, or I will kill you." Wu Xingzuan's voice was calm, unlike the huge tree in the starry sky, which had huge movements. But the sound was like a death scythe, and it actually made the giant tree in the starry sky tremble. Wow! Another large area of space collapsed. At the level of the giant tree in the starry sky, every tiny movement can cause a huge reaction. The big eyes of the giant tree in the starry sky narrowed slightly. This person who seemed smaller than dust brought a terrifying aura to it. A few seconds later, the giant tree in the starry sky snorted, "I'm looking for someone, just give him to me and I'll leave." Wu Xingzuan frowned, "Wei?" The giant tree in the starry sky swayed gently. "I don't know who he is, I know he is a guy from your human race, and I have recorded his breath." As he spoke, a leaf on the giant tree in the starry sky fell off and exploded, and a breath reverberated in the starry sky. This breath is not unfamiliar to Saint Hao, it is the breath that belongs to Lin Moyu. Lin Moyu, how could he be related to the starry sky giant tree? It seems that the starry sky giant tree has suffered losses in his hands. Saint Hao shook his head. "You can't take him away." Starry sky giant tree's eyes showed anger. "Are you going to fight me for a little guy? You should know my ability. If I ignore everything, at least hundreds of your human galaxies will be destroyed. You should be able to calculate the gains and losses here clearly." Saint Hao's attitude became more determined. "I'll give you 10 seconds. If you don't leave, then you don't have to leave." The giant tree in the starry sky trembled all over, and a large number of leaves fell. Each of its leaves is thousands of miles long and about the same size as an ordinary star. 10 seconds was very short, and Wu Xingzuan did not give the starry sky giant tree much time to think. Saint Hao's aura is not visible, and he looks no different from ordinary people, but only the giant tree in the starry sky can feel the oppression from the soul level. They are all in the other shore realm, but there are also great differences in the other shore realm. Only the absolutely strong ones in the other side realm can be called saints. The giant tree in the starry sky is not even considered. It only relies on the fact that it is a plant creature and controls the laws of space, so it is qualified to talk to Saint Hao. But if there was a real fight, it knew very well that it was no match for Wu Xingzuan. The giant tree in the starry sky was shaking more and more intensely, and the fallen leaves were already covered in the starry sky. 10 seconds passed, and the fallen leaves exploded at the same time. The space was fragmented, and the starry sky completely collapsed. Each leaf is as big as a star. Now it explodes, like countless stars exploding at the same time, and the entire galaxy collapses. Space collapses, and the end of the world is nothing more than that. In the explosion, the giant tree in the starry sky suddenly disappeared. Wu Xingzuan snorted coldly, seeking death. His figure flashed and disappeared. The horrific explosion could not hurt him at all. 10,000 light-years away from the explosion, there is a deserted galaxy. This galaxy has no living creatures and no resources. It has 1 star and 3 planets. It is a small galaxy. The giant tree in the starry sky suddenly appeared here, and its huge body smashed the only 3 planets into pieces. At the same time, the branches rolled up the stars and reported directly to the roots. Originally there were 3 stars under the rhizome, but now one of them is completely extinguished. A space jump of the giant tree in the starry sky exhausted all the remaining power of the star. "Try to stop me, dream." The giant tree in the starry sky snorted coldly and disappeared again. It launched another space jump, and then appeared 10,000 light-years away. The jump is completed almost instantly, faster than the teleportation array. One jump can make it span 10,000 light-years. Another star went out under the rhizome and was thrown away like garbage. The giant tree in the starry sky is so big that every time it jumps, it consumes the energy of an entire star. If he uses his own power to jump through space without the help of stars, his power will be exhausted within a few times. The power of the other shore realm is not infinite. This time, the jump did not jump to a place with stars, so it could not be replenished. Only 2 stars remain in the rhizome. After 2 consecutive space jumps, the giant tree in the starry sky paused for a few seconds, looking for the next target. Soon he locked onto a target, a galaxy with stars. As for whether there are living things in the star system, it is not within the scope of its consideration at all. It doesn't matter to it whether there is one or not. It only needs stars. As for the creatures on the planet, whether they are alive or dead has nothing to do with it. At this level, looking at others is like looking at ants. It saw that Lin Moyu was the same, but Lin Moyu, an ant, offended it and ruined its plan. So it wants revenge. It knew that as long as it came to the human star field, Holy Lord Hao would not dare to act rashly against it. Otherwise, as it said, once a war breaks out, it will be enough to collapse hundreds of galaxies and kill countless human races. Even Saint Hao cannot bear this consequence. The stars are shining brightly, and the giant tree in the starry sky is about to jump into space again. The laws of space are rolling, and suddenly, everything changes, and the laws of space suddenly collapse. The huge eyes of the tree suddenly narrowed. The rules have been changed. The rules of the surrounding starry sky have been changed, and the laws of space have lost their effect. Immediately afterwards, Wu Xingzuan appeared in front of him. The starry sky giant tree couldn't believe it. How could you be so fast? It uses the laws of space to perform space jumps and travel across tens of thousands of light years in an instant. 2 jumps is 20,000 light years. Although Saint Hao is a saint, he does not have the laws of space, so how could he catch up so quickly? Saint Hao did not explain to him. There is no need to explain to the dead. Saint Hao took out a formation disc, which suddenly became larger and projected countless runes. The runes were connected to form a talisman array, covering hundreds of millions of miles of starry sky, including the starry sky dragon. The entire space solidified immediately and became extremely solid. Even if the other shore realm fights inside, it will be difficult to break the starry sky. Similarly, the space laws of the giant tree in the starry sky are also restricted, and space jumps are no longer possible. Die. Wu Xingzuan struck out with a palm, and a huge palm print appeared in the starry sky and fell towards the giant tree in the starry sky. In the center of the palm, a huge text appeared. The runes were not complete and were still somewhat incomplete, but they were already extraordinary. The giant tree in the starry sky let out a strange cry. Ancient talisman, you actually control the ancient talisman. Its cry is full of fear, and in its perception, it is synonymous with danger. If it's just a fragment or a corner, that's fine. But if it were a relatively complete ancient talisman, it would be a very scary thing. Countless branches and vines flew out and hit the palm print. The stars in the rhizome sparkle, providing huge power to the giant tree in the starry sky. The branches shattered before they even touched the palm print. The power of the ancient talisman was so powerful that it was unimaginable. The giant trees in the starry sky screamed repeatedly, but they could not block the ancient path. Saint Hao's palm fell on it, and half of the starry sky giant tree suddenly collapsed. Large branches were broken, and at least 1/5 of its body was knocked off by this palm. How could the Holy Lord be so strong? It's impossible. The Holy Lord can't be so strong. It's not that it has never fought against the Holy Lord, it has also fought against the Holy Lord from the demon clan. Although he was no match, he could not be beaten so badly. And even if it can't be beaten, it can still go there calmly. This is also where its confidence lies. It never thinks that the saints of the human race are much better than the demon race. Until now, it has discovered that it was wrong, very wrong. At this time, Yuan Xingzuan's second son had already shot the field. The giant tree in the starry sky began to struggle desperately. The originally stable starry sky once again had slight cracks. It also has the power of rules. Wu Xingzuan can change the rules, and it can also reverse the rules. At the same time, huge power of rules also filled the branches, welcoming the second palm of Saint Hao. Lin Moyu is swimming in the ocean of knowledge. He found that he really liked reading all kinds of information. The information contains not only information you don't know, but also the wisdom of previous generations. For example, in a secret realm, there is a big river. This big river will constantly emit a charming fragrance that will attract you to take a sip. If you go to drink, then congratulations, you are dead. But if you don't drink it, you can't start the second stage. The river is the entrance to the second stage, and drinking it is the key. Then what should we do? Someone came up with a way. He made a puppet, stored his soul in the puppet, and drank the river water. At the moment of drinking the river water, the soul returns to the original body. This deceived the runes and started the second stage. And past the second stage, but unfortunately could not find the entrance to the third stage, and finally had to give up. There are many people and things like this, and there are a lot of things to pay attention to in the secret realm information. The Chu 13283 galaxy that Lin Moyu is going to this time has a secret realm called Black Rain and 10 ancient battlefields. This is also the reason why Lin Moyu chose it. Secret realms and ancient battlefields are where he wants to go. Lin Moyu has read the information about Black Rain secret realm. There are at least 3 stages in the Falling Stone secret realm. The first 2 stages have been cleared by others, and they were cleared by the Secret Realm strategy team. The detailed strategy is already available, but the third stage has not been discovered yet. After Lin Moyu enters the Secret Realm, all he needs to do is enter the second stage and find out how to start the next stage. Lin Moyu now fully understands why Renhuang Network does not allow such strategies to be widely disseminated. If everyone does the tasks according to the guide, the tasks will indeed become easier, but it will no longer play the role of training the practitioners. It is completely inconsistent with the original intention of the higher-ups of the human race, and also violates the iron law of survival in the big world. After reading a lot of information in the Secret Realm strategy group, there are still more than 50 days left to reach the star 13283 galaxy. Lin Moyu turned around and entered the Human Emperor Network, walked into the Talisman Masters Association pagoda, and began to systematically study rune knowledge again. He has learned about runes once before, and has even established his own rune system and has his own understanding of runes. That knowledge comes from a large amount of information on Renhuang Network, some of which are incomplete and were compiled by Lin Moyu himself. The information and knowledge about Talisman Masters in the Human Emperor Network is more than enough for getting started, but it is still not systematic and comprehensive enough. After Lin Moyu entered the Talisman Masters Association, he had to use the systematic rune knowledge in the Talisman Masters Association to reorganize his rune system again. It is quite a matter of consolidating one's foundation once again during cultivation without leaving any flaws or loopholes. After Lin Moyu entered the Talisman Masters Association pagoda, he chose a secluded spot on the first floor and sat down, communicating with the Human Emperor Network to retrieve information. A book appeared in his hand, which was exactly the same as the book in other people's hands. Books are just the appearance, the difference is the content inside. The content displayed in the book will change according to Lin Moyu's needs. The contents on the first level of 237 are all the basic knowledge of runes. After verification, Lin Moyu discovered that the public information on the Renhuang Network was indeed required. Many key points are not available in public information. Lin Moyu sat on the first floor of Fushihui Pagoda for 20 days, reading all the information on the first floor and integrating it into himself. His unique rune system has become more complete. Lin Moyu seems to have understood the essence of the runes, but this understanding cannot be explained and can only be felt by himself. 20 days later, Lin Moyu reached the second floor. On the second level, there is the customer information of the second-level lottery. The materials for second-level runes are basically basic runes, and the amount of materials has been greatly reduced. There are some specific applications of runes, as well as some experiences. But these are not of much help to Lin Moyu. Most of the basic runes have been mastered and he is extremely skilled. Lin Moyu just looked at them casually. I encountered 2 basic runes that I had never seen before, but they were also runes of little use. Even if he has never learned it, Lin Moyu can reversely deduce these 2 runes when necessary. In the second floor, after only staying for 5 days, Lin Moyu came to the third floor. The third level has more comprehensive basic rune information, as well as a few advanced rune information. There are no other Talisman Masters training experiences here. The Talisman Masters Association hopes to see 100 flowers blooming, and hopes that each Talisman Master will have his or her own understanding. Too much cultivation experience will only affect those truly talented Talisman Masters, and may even lead people to take the wrong path. Unless there is a high-level rune master to guide you, that is another matter. Lin Moyu quickly read through all the rune information on the third level. 3 days later, he entered the 4th level. In the 4th level, there are no basic runes anymore, and all the information has become advanced runes. However, there is also a distinction between simple and complex in advanced runes. The 4th level is a place where 4th level runes can come, and the advanced runes encountered there are relatively simple. Lin Moyu's method of learning advanced runes is different from that of ordinary runes. He learned through the advanced runes in Rune, and the advanced runes in Rune are extremely high-level advanced runes. From a certain level, the advanced runes recorded in rules are the general outline of a certain type of advanced runes. Lin Moyu also mastered a large number of advanced runes through reverse engineering through these advanced runes and then split them. This kind of dismantling learning method has a very high starting point, but it also has shortcomings. That is, it is impossible to dismantle it comprehensively, and there will always be omissions. The information in the Talisman Master Association has become the best supplement. Lin Moyu stopped at the 4th level again. He learned and mastered each advanced rune at an astonishing speed. Perhaps because of his amazing talent, Lin Moyu felt that learning advanced runes was not difficult at all. Even the complex advanced runes in rules can be mastered, not to mention such simple advanced runes without any pressure. An advanced rune can be mastered almost every half hour, and there are even many advanced runes that Lin Moyu has already mastered, which makes it faster. Lin Moyu sat in the corner of the 4th floor, holding a book in one hand and gesticulating with the other hand, drawing runes one after another in the void. He did not inject soul power or grant the rune god. After the runes were drawn, they would soon disperse in the void. However, Lin Moyu can completely sense whether the text he drew is successful. In the 4th level, there are many 4th level talisman masters who are also practicing and learning runes. One by one, they were attracted by Lin Moyu's movements and cast their eyes over one by one. Lin Moyu's movements when drawing runes are so smooth and have an indescribable beauty. It was as if he was the perfect textbook, telling everyone that this is how runes should be drawn. Anyone who deviates from him is wrong. Lin Moyu continues to demonstrate the drawing method of each rune, which is pleasing to the eye and opens the eyes even more. Many talisman masters have learned some tips from Lin Moyu's drawings. Vaguely, there was a feeling of enlightenment. After watching it for a while, a talisman master sent a message to his friend, "Come to the 4th floor of the Talisman Masters Association, Pagoda. There are gods demonstrating how to draw talismans. Come and learn how to draw runes, don't miss this opportunity. There is a good person drawing runes, come and learn." The talisman masters passed it on to 10, 100, one by one. In the blink of an eye, there were already thousands of 4th level talisman masters standing on the 4th floor, and the number was still increasing. Fortunately, there is enough space in the Talisman Masters Association treasure field, so even if there are tens of thousands of people standing there, it won't seem crowded. Everyone was in a tacit understanding, no one made a sound, they just looked at Lin Moyu quietly. Lin Moyu drew the runes with great concentration, one after another. Here he doesn't have to worry about danger, so he can concentrate and devote himself to his work. As he continued to draw runes, Lin Moyu felt that his skill in drawing runes had improved a lot again. That inexplicable feeling of familiarity came to mind again, as if he had drawn these runes before. Lin Moyu's movements of drawing runes have changed slightly and become more layered. Inexplicably, in the eyes of all the talisman masters, Lin Moyu's body glowed with a faint light. The light was very weak and soft, enveloping Lin Moyu like a dream. Strange, I feel like he is glowing. Yes, I feel the same way. He seems to be shining. It's not an illusion, I saw it too, he was really shining. What's going on? I feel the urge to worship. I have this urge too, it's such a weird feeling. Ancestor Su in the core area suddenly widened his eyes. With a click of a finger, a screen of light lit up in the void, reflecting the situation on the 4th floor of the Talisman Master Pagoda. Patriarch Su's unusual behavior immediately attracted the attention of many bigwigs from the other side realm. These big guys from the other side realm are too busy on weekdays, and they will come over to join in the fun at the slightest sign of trouble. In the picture, Lin Moyu's whole body is emitting a shimmering light and he is drawing runes one after another. Thousands of people are watching Lin Moyu, and from time to time some people close their eyes and start drawing runes like Lin Moyu. It's a pity that they are similar in appearance but not in spirit. Several big guys from the other side realm were stunned when they saw the glimmer of light on Lin Moyu's body. They have seen strong winds and waves, and there are not many things that make them stunned. Mr. Lin looked at Lin Moyu and sighed, "My dear, this is Tao Yun." Then he looked at old ancestor Su, "Old man Su, you don't seem to have triggered Tao Yun." Patriarch Su snorted, "Shut up." He did not answer Lin Moyu's words, but stared at Lin Moyu without blinking. Mrs. Yu smiled at the side and said, "It seems that we have underestimated Lin Xiaoyu. He is only a god king and can touch the Tao Yun. In terms of runes, his talent is unprecedented. Not only is it unprecedented, but I'm afraid it will also be unprecedented." A majestic voice sounded, and it was the Holy Lord who appeared beside everyone. Mrs. Yu chuckled, "Lord Xingzuan has such a high opinion of Xiaoyu Lin." Wu Xingzuan said softly, "It's not that I think highly of him, but that he is too outstanding." "Did the Holy Lord's trip go smoothly?" Mr. Lin suddenly asked. "The giant tree in the starry sky is approaching the human race. If it is not solved, it will be a big trouble for the human race." Wu Xingzuan said, "It escaped, but it should not be able to come back within 1,000 years. Mr. Lin was not surprised. The giant tree in the starry sky has the laws of space, and it can also change the rules. It is difficult to really kill it. Several people from the other side realm felt that this was indeed the case. It was already a very good result for Saint Hao to seriously injure the giant tree in the starry sky. The laws of space are indeed very difficult to deal with in this regard. If you desperately try to escape, it will be difficult to catch up. Madame Jade's eyes were filled with thought. It happened once. If you keep it, it will be a disaster. But the law of space is indeed very troublesome, and there are no practitioners in this field in our human race. Perhaps we can borrow someone from the Starry Sky Fishman clan. The human race, the full name of the Starry Sky God human race, is one of the 4 origin races in the big world. He has a good relationship with the Starry Sky Fishman tribe, which is also one of the 4 origin tribes. There are occasional contacts between the 2 clans. Although the Starry Skyfish human race is already in a semi-hidden state, if the human race asks for help, they generally will not refuse. Moreover, what the Starry Skyfish people are most proud of is the law of space. If they had someone from the other side to take action, it would be much easier to hunt down the giant tree in the starry sky. This time, Saint Hao was able to cross 20,000 light years and catch up with the giant tree in the starry sky, also with the help of the magic weapon of the Starry Skyfish people. Saint Hao said in a low voice, "Let's discuss this matter later. The giant tree in the starry sky has been severely damaged and will be unable to fight back within 1,000 years. There is indeed no need to worry about this matter." Madame Yu did not insist. In a few years, the Yuan clan conference that takes place once in a century will begin. She didn't spell out her words clearly, but everyone understood the meaning behind her words. Mr. Lin chuckled and said, "I heard that there is a princess in the Starry Sky Fishman clan who has understood the laws of space. She is amazing. I don't know how she compares to Boy Lin." Mrs. Yu rolled her eyes at him, "Don't make any crooked ideas." Mr. Lin laughed, but Oak didn't say anything. At this time a faint light suddenly lit up, causing unusual fluctuations. Everyone felt as if their souls were being shaken, and the sound of void chanting suddenly sounded in the core area. It seemed as if some supreme being had descended from somewhere and was preaching and teaching the Dharma to everyone. If you listen carefully, you can't hear anything. The sound is vague and absent, with an indescribable rhythm and pattern, which makes people feel fascinated and unable to extricate themselves. All the big guys from the other side realm all changed their colors. Ancestor Su's body shimmered with light, which was exactly the same as Lin Moyu's body. Dao Yun. Old man Su actually touched Dao Yun. He was infected by Lin Moyu's authentic spirit, and after understanding it, he came into contact with Tao Yun. That's going to be interesting. Does Mr. Su want to call Lin Moyu teacher? That's bullshit. Old man Su calls him teacher, so what should we call him Lin Moyu? They are the same generation as Patriarch Su. If Patriarch Su calls him teacher Lin Moyu, then what should they call him Lin Moyu? This generation is in chaos, isn't it? Silence. Wu Xingzuan suddenly spoke, and in an instant, everyone shut their mouths, and the entire starry sky fell into silence. Wu Xingzuan winked, and everyone retreated 100,000 miles, leaving a huge space for Patriarch Su. The Tao Yun in Su Laozu became stronger and stronger. He fell into his own understanding and ignored the outside world. The light of Tao Yun became stronger and stronger, and Patriarch Su stretched out his hand and began to draw the runes. His speed was extremely fast, his hand turned into an afterimage, and in less than a second, a high-level text was drawn. Then the second, the third, the fourth. Runes flew out one by one and stayed in the starry sky. Each rune is tangible and spiritual, and it is a genuine rune. Each rune exudes amazing power, possessing the power to destroy Senna. Patriarch Su has been studying runes for tens of thousands of years in the other side of the world. His understanding of runes is not comparable to that of Lin Moyu. Tao Yun is the highest expression of touching a certain Tao. Lin Moyu inadvertently touched the highest point of the Tao of runes and showed the charm of the Tao. But Patriarch Su was always a little short of the Tao Yun. This time he suddenly had an epiphany with the help of Lin Moyu's Tao Yun. Finally he touched Tao Yun. In Tao Yun, countless insights arise at the historic moment. Ancestor Su drew runes one after another, each one an extremely powerful high-level rune. From 1 per second at first, to 2 per second, to 3 per second, faster and faster. After a while, the starry sky was filled with runes, and thousands of runes densely wrapped old Ancestor Su. Then these runes began to combine and merge together. The runes became thicker and three-dimensional, and cracks appeared in the space, as if they could not bear the weight of the runes. When thousands of advanced runes merged into one, a brand new rune appeared in everyone's sight. Exclamation point. Everyone was shocked. Ancestor Su actually drew a complete ancient rune. The ancient runes exuded an astonishing aura. Ancestor Su opened his mouth and inhaled, and the words were immediately inhaled into his body. In the next breath, Ancestor Su's aura suddenly surged. Back off again. Saint Hao gave a soft drink, and after hearing this, everyone immediately retreated from Shawanli. Above Patriarch Su's head, a purple soul jumped out. The ancient runes drawn and fused by him have now reached the hands of the soul. Soul held the rune in one hand, and the rune deformed in Soul's palm and turned into a pagoda, which looked exactly like the Fu Master Guild pagoda. There are 9 floors in the pagoda, of which the first floor has been lit up, while the remaining 8 floors are still dark. The soul holds the pagoda in its hand, the purple light becomes more and more intense, and the aura becomes stronger and stronger. Until a flash of red light appeared in the purple soul, and Ancestor Su's aura reached its peak. Holy Lord! Holy Lord! Everyone had the same idea. Patriarch Su has become a saint. Taking this opportunity, Patriarch Su drew his own ancient runes, and integrated the ancient runes into his soul, turning them into soul magic weapons. In this way, the body of the Holy Lord can be achieved. Ancestor Su's aura swept across the starry sky, and his aura could be felt even from places tens of thousands of light years away. The powerful pressure made countless gods tremble in their hearts. This oppressive force lasted for several days, before it subsided. At this moment, Patriarch Su withdrew his soul and woke up. Saint Hao's voice sounded loud and clear. Congratulations to fellow Taoist Su, our human race will have another saint. Patriarch Su saluted slowly towards Xingzuan Wu. Following his movements, the entire starry sky shook. Thank you all fellow Taoists for your support. The Holy Lord is currently the most powerful force among all races. If there is one more Holy Lord, the power of the human race will be much stronger. Elder Lin thought in his mind, just now I was saying that it would be great if the human race could have a few more saints. Why did Old Man Su become a saint? It's a lot of fun now. I owe Mr. Lin such a big debt. I guess Old Man Su has been troubled. According to the rules, it seems that it is not an exaggeration for Old Man Su to call Lin Moyu teacher. I thought a lot at that moment, and even thought it was a bit fun. However, on the surface, he still obeyed the rules and saluted Patriarch Su. I have met the Holy Lord. I've seen the Holy Lord. All the other side people present salute and say hello according to the rules. Saint Hao whispered, fellow Taoist Su, you can choose a business name for yourself. Patriarch Su pondered for a few seconds before slowly speaking. Teacher uses the talisman to enter the Tao, and he should also use the talisman as a symbol. When he said these words, the heaven and earth shook. The whole world was feeling it, and it was buzzing nonstop. A unique rhythm is transmitted in the big world. This rhythm is somewhat similar to Taoist rhyme, but it is different. There is joy in the rhythm, and it seems that the whole world is also celebrating the birth of Fu Xingzuan. This kind of rhythm can only be sensed by some other shore realms and the peak gods. Those who are not strong will not feel anything. Holy Lord Hao nodded and smiled, that's right, that's right. There will be no Patriarch Su in the world, and there will be another Lord Fu. Everyone present saluted again and saw the holy way. In the Human Emperor Network, Lin Moyu is still drawing runes. The Taoist rhyme still exists, without any change. The speed at which he drew the runes remained consistent and steady. When all the advanced runes of the 4th level Talisman Master were drawn, Lin Moyu did not stop, but started the second round of drawing. Lin Moyu didn't know the meaning of Tao Yun, or even knew that he had been touched by Tao Yun. He has entered a special state at this moment. It is not enlightenment or cultivation, but enlightenment. In many cases, Renhuang Network is a projection of reality. In reality, Lin Moyu is sitting cross-legged on top of the skeletal dragon, and his body is also shrouded in Tao Yun, emitting a faint light. In the dark starry sky, he became the most dazzling star. The most advanced expression of Tao Yun's cultivation will only be shown when it touches the true truth of a great avenue. Lin Moyu touched upon the ultimate principle of runes at this moment. It's just that his own level is not high enough, and he cannot directly integrate the ancient talismans and become a saint like Patriarch Su. But the benefits to Lin Moyu of being able to touch Tao Yun are self-evident. Lin Moyu realized the true uses of many runes, and many incredible things can be accomplished using runes. The root of this world is the Great World Rune. Just one rune supports the entire world and explains all the laws, rules, and reasons in the world. But it doesn't mean that studying the way of runes is the only way to the top of the world. All roads lead to the same destination. No matter which path you take, you will ultimately reach the same destination through different paths. It doesn't mean that you are further ahead than others just because you follow the path of runes. For example, Wu Xingzuan and Fu Xingzuan are not on the same path, but both can become saints. And both of them hope to continue to make breakthroughs. In the end, it's hard to say who is stronger and who is weaker. For Lin Moyu, runes are not his foundation. His foundation is still the law of immortality, the undead army, and his own innate magic. Together with the runes, it can be used very well to assist. Before touching Tao Yun, spells are spells and runes are runes. Independent of each other, each exists. But now, Lin Moyu can fuse the two together and make each other fishier. Lin Moyu draws a high-level rune. The meaning of this advanced rune is armor, the armor of the armor. Its function is to turn into a piece of armor, which can resist a certain amount of damage and has a function similar to that of a magic weapon. You can use it on yourself or others. According to Lin Moyu's current ability, the armor transformed by this rune can block attacks from the God King realm in a short period of time. Even the attack of the little god can be blocked a few times. After drawing the advanced runes, Lin Moyu quickly drew several basic runes at an astonishing speed. Strengthened, strong, gold and iron, flexible, stable. 10 basic runes were completed in one go, and then these runes were integrated into the characters under the control of Lin Moyu. The A character became thick and three-dimensional, and different pictures appeared on the runes. The runes seemed to have the color of gold and iron, and they looked stronger. Go! Lin Moyu shouted softly, and the runes flew down on the skeletal dragon beneath him. The giant skeletal dragon let out a roar. Its body shone brightly, and a huge armor vaguely emerged. The armor shone brightly, then disappeared. However, there was a little more golden light in the soul fire of the skeleton dragon. If you magnify the golden light, you can see that it is a rune just painted by Lin Moyu. With Lin Moyu's thought, the giant skeleton dragon activated the runes, and its huge body was immediately covered with a layer of transparent light golden armor. Lin Moyu felt the strength of the golden armor carefully. With the runes in hand, the skeleton dragon's defense has undergone earth-shaking changes. At this moment, even if a little god lord takes action, there is no need to use any passive spells, and there is no need for the undead army to share the damage. The giant skeleton dragon itself can withstand the attack of the little god. It is roughly estimated that if the little god wants to break the rune's defense, he needs to attack at least 100 times, and he will attack with all his strength. Even for a god, the armor that Zywin transformed into could block 1 or 2 blows. This kind of improvement is not big. Moreover, the rune armor has been integrated into the soul, so it doesn't matter even if it is broken. The runes are not collapsed and damaged, but at most, the energy is exhausted. It will absorb energy in the soul fire, and can be used again when the energy is sufficient. Now just integrating the runes into the soul has such a good effect. If you can integrate runes into your whole body, how strong can you be? Lin Moyu had an idea, maybe he could create a terrifying army of undead. Daoyun disappeared, and Lin Moyu also stopped drawing symbols. Opening his eyes, he saw thousands of people surrounding him. Although they didn't get closer, each of them seemed to have something right in their eyes. Some people have excitement in their eyes, while others have admiration in their eyes. What's more, it seems that I haven't seen enough yet. What happened? Lin Moyu didn't react for a while. He recalled it in his mind and realized that he should have entered some special state just now. It seems that I have drawn the hundreds of advanced runes that a 4th-level talisman master should master dozens of times. In that indescribable special state, the feeling of drawing runes was very satisfying, and I became addicted to it without even realizing it. At the same time, I have indeed made great progress and gains. The biggest gain is to fuse a high-level character with 10 basic runes and turn it into a special high-level rune. This is a rune that does not exist in Rune. It is a rune that is completely created by myself. If divided by level, this rune may be weaker than the ancient rune, but it is already a very top-notch advanced rune. The key is that this rune is very effective and can greatly increase the survivability of the undead army. Lin Moyu named it Golden Armor Talisman. Under the silent gaze of thousands of people, Lin Moyu slowly stood up and headed towards the 5th flying floor. These are all 4th-level talisman masters in front of them, and they are not qualified to enter the 5th level. Suddenly, everyone saluted Lin Moyu at the same time and shouted in unison, "Thank you, teacher." Lin Moyu was stunned for a moment, wondering why he said that. Someone immediately replied, "You just showed us a truly perfect talisman. We benefited a lot from it and gained a lot of insights. Although you did it unintentionally, the benefits we got are real, so it is not an exaggeration to call you teacher. As a master, your attainments in runes are countless times better than ours. Even those high-level runes masters can't compare with you. Although you are not our mentor, your previous actions can be regarded as half a teacher." Everyone was talking to each other, and Lin Moyu finally understood. In this case, he did not refuse and accepted it calmly. After all, they did benefit from themselves. Although there was no formal master-disciple relationship, they already had the reality of master-disciple. It's not an exaggeration to call me teacher. Lin Moyu nodded, then continue your understanding. Just returned from the state of Taoyuan, Lin Moyu has a hint of Tao aura about him. Every word and deed is like this, with a special kind of majesty that makes people leave in awe. Just when Lin Moyu was about to enter the 5th floor, someone suddenly called out, "Teacher, can you tell us your name?" Lin Moyu stopped and said in a deep voice, "Lin Moyu." As the words fell, Lin Moyu disappeared from everyone's sight. The 4th level of Fushihui Pagoda completely exploded. Oh my god, he is Lin Moyu. Lin Moyu is the first in the 4-star field competition and has cleared 2 secret realms. How could it be him? Didn't he just come to the City of God not long ago? How did he become a talisman master and reach this level all of a sudden? I remember that people in the 4 stars realm don't come into contact with runes. Geniuses cannot be judged by common sense. It takes one day of practice for others to take several years or decades for us. Genius, this is the real genius. Among the 4th level talisman masters, there are god kings, minor gods, and a few gods. They are either of extraordinary origin or have excellent talents, and many of them manage talisman master branches in a galaxy. But at this moment, without exception, I admire Lin Moyu extremely. The 5th floor and the 4th floor have completely different atmospheres, as if they are 2 different worlds. It's solemn and quiet here. The previous movements on the 4th floor were not transmitted here. Here, a dozen 5th level talisman masters sit quietly. They didn't pay attention to the arrival of Lin Moyu, and were still quiet in their own world. Lin Moyu didn't say much, just found a place to sit down and started to check the corresponding literature and information. After going through Daoyun, Lin Moyu found that these advanced runes were no longer difficult for him. Almost all of them are readily available. He just read it once and already understood it completely. After only half a day, Lin Moyu got up again and walked to the 6th floor. He entered the 6th floor without any hindrance. Although he was only a 5th level talisman master, the Human Emperor Network gave him privileges and allowed him to go to the 6th floor. There are fewer talisman masters in the 6th level, and the structure of talisman masters is like a pyramid. The higher the level, the fewer the number. The runes that 6th level runes come into contact with are already the most difficult batch among advanced runes. Lin Moyu checked the information and determined that these advanced runes were actually the runes and rules. And the comprehensiveness is not as good as symbols. However, Lin Moyu did not stop there. He patiently read all the runes in the 6th layer. After confirming that all the runes here can be found in rules, Lin Moyu left the Talisman Masters Association. His consciousness completely returned to his original form, and Lin Moyu fell into deep thought. If my guess is correct, the 7th level Talisman Master should be setting up the Talisman Array. Levels 1 to 6 are the process of learning and mastering a single rune. Starting from the 7th level, these runes are used to arrange the Talisman Array. Then the 8th level can be easily deduced. It may be the arrangement of a more advanced Talisman Array, or the fusion of cipher text. As for the 9th level, Lin Moyu has not yet thought of the requirements of the 9th level Talisman Master. The certification of a 6th level Rune Master requires mastering 100 advanced runes, which he has no problem with. But in addition, if you want to become a 6th level Talisman Master, you also need 10,000 points of merit in the Divine City and the status of an intermediate member of the Divine City. 100 is currently not achievable, so we can only do it slowly. Opening your eyes, a huge galaxy is slowly enlarging in your sight. Lin Moyu's heart moved and he stopped in the starry sky. The galaxy number 13283 is close at hand, but now Lin Moyu has other things to do, so there is no rush to go to new secret realms and ancient battlefields for the time being. In the starry sky 100 million kilometers away from the Chu 13283 galaxy, Lin Moyu sat cross-legged on the skeletal dragon and slowly closed his eyes. All consciousness and spirit sink into the soul world at this moment. He's going to start doing two things. The first is to arrange a new formation of beliefs in the soul. The second is to add golden armor talismans to the undead army. After these days of accumulation, the power of faith has exceeded 6,000 copies, and the faith formation has been ready for a long time. The reason why he didn't take action was because Lin Moyu felt that his level of runes was not enough to lay out a perfect faith formation. Just like the big formation deployed before, it seemed successful, but it was still far from perfect. So until now, when his ability to master runes has reached a new level, Lin Moyu really started to lay out the faith array. It is not only necessary to arrange new ones, but also to transform and strengthen the old belief formations. In addition to the faith formation, there is another major project. Hundreds of millions of undead legions are waiting for food, waiting for his golden armor talisman,